Welcome back, everybody, to our D&D campaign, episode 6. I'm gonna do a little recap for what the fellas did last week. So they had decided to take rest in an abandoned dorm in a mine area they've been in for a while now. Darius awoke from a strange dream to find that he had broken a suspicious-looking mirror that was in the room. It shattered everywhere and released some type of demons. They managed to fend off these demons and stop them from stealing a key that Felix had found. And then as they moved through the mines, they came across the old foreman that was in charge of the mines, and he explained to them about a situation. Give them a lot of details about the lord of the area, how he got in the situation he is. He controls these kind of spider humanoids. He calls his children. And Felix had continued to find what this key was for. Attempted to jump off a very enormous cliff. Luckily stopped by Dorhan. But essentially, this foreman had explained that this key would let them down deeper into the mine. And he had to stop his mining operations because of a demon infestation there. So they have decided to go above into the Venmoria city, which is overseen by Lord Venmoria, to kind of resupply, hopefully get this key fixed so that they can activate this elevator to get down, not just down safely, but up safely from the mine. So, yeah, you guys, we're back. So we had Darius and Felix had moved up the hatch that had been opened, and everybody else was downstairs. Is everybody moving up the hatch, or the people that are downstairs? Or are you staying downstairs?
Let's get on out of here.
Righty.
Whoa.
Oh, what happened to you, Atlas?
It happens sometimes, I don't know.
So Jack, you're going up, right? I'm assuming Gunnar will follow Felix up. Dorhan's gonna kind of actually stay at the bottom of the stairs until everybody is up, just kind of making sure everybody gets by. And Atlas, you're moving up as well?
Felix doesn't go back to the well.
I will move up as well.
Okay. Let me grab everybody here. The old switcheroo. Ah, they're so big. Some map manipulation. Okay. Is this for real? Is everybody going to be on the same map? For at least 5 minutes?
Yeah, Felix heads back down to the entrance, and Gunnar will go the opposite.
Immediately, the doors slam shut. Bars you've never seen before coming across and locking it. No, they're still wide open. Okay, let me move all you guys. I've got this new, like, using their new setup for Roll20, like their updated one, so I have to just make sure that I'm.
Did you see the news that it's getting integration into Discord?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
That should make things interesting, a little bit easier.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, as you come up the stairs, you see you're inside a room. Really, there's not much in the room other than a couple of lights, a door, and the hatches that you come out of, which are currently still raised. They're kind of on hinges, and they're raised up. And just a door in front of you, and you're all in this room. No windows in the room.
The sounds that I'm hearing, are they like, is that what it sounds like outside?
No, this is just generic sounding stuff.
Okay.
Just to give it a little atmosphere.
All right. Then I am just going to kind of sit and wait for someone to do something since I can't even look outside.
Yeah, Felix is trying to open the door.
As Felix goes up, a little shove, the door is locked.
Well, we tried. Let's
What's
go
the-
back down.
Would it
What's
not
the
be
door
locked
made out
from
of?
the inside?
The door's it's a plain wooden door. Doesn't look very fancy. Plain wooden door, metal handle, keyhole underneath it. There's no outstanding kind of inscription.
Watching this, I want to look at the. Do I see a lock? Assuming we're inside the door, I assume the lock would be on this side.
Yeah, it's like a handle with a keyhole underneath.
I'm gonna attack the door.
Okay. Roll attack. With your hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna catch his hammer before he actually does that.
Okay, roll. Okay, roll
Roll what?
contested strength between you both.
If it goes through, Reen is gonna use her reaction to add lightning damage to it.
It's just strength or acrobatic, or sorry, athletics.
Let's just do a strength.
Okay.
This isn't fair.
So it's this.
Oh.
I'm going, but I'm
Wow.
gonna use my armor.
The viewers can't see, but they both rolled 3s.
Yes. To add my int modifier, which is 4, so it's actually a 7.
7. Okay, perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
roll cutting words.
So what do I have to roll? It's a D6 at this level. Is that what it is?
I roll it, and then I
Okay.
take that away from your. I think it's a D6. Yeah, because it uses my bardic inspiration, and that doesn't go up, I think, until I'm level 5. So it's a D6.
Call him a midget.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so you see
Ow.
this epic battle of Felix just kind of smashing his hammer towards the door. You get Darius coming in, trying to fend it off with his rapier. And just as he pushes the rapier out of the way, you see Reen shoot electric into the hammer as it collides with the door. You can roll for damage, Felix and Reen.
Oh man, we don't know what's outside this door.
4 points of lightning.
Okay.
A 10 magical bludgeoning.
Okay, so as the hammer connects with the center point of the door, you just see these ripples come out and the door explodes into shards outwards. It was a very basic, brittle wooden door, and it's now scattered as you can see the path outside. There is now no door, just a door frame.
All right, great. That was easy. And I'm gonna head outside.
Okay.
Jack's gonna follow, and he's gonna give a quick whistle for Reen.
Do we normally not like doors?
Hey, I want it out.
It's not about that. It's we could have just picked the lock and got out. I don't know why they need to make all this noise. We have no idea what we're walking into.
I mean, I could probably just push that door down.
Also,
Picking
would
the
make
lock
a lot
takes
of noise.
time.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't let it hit the floor, but I mean, of course, smashing it with a hammer and a lightning bolt makes much more sense. I'm
I
learning
get into
so
it.
much from you guys.
All right,
The
so
whole journey's been enlightening.
so Felix, if you want to roll a perception for me, being you're the first to make it out here.
13.
Okay. So as you move out, you see a couple of buildings. You see one building immediately to your left and kind of two straight ahead. One to your left and one directly straight to you. Some tattered looking tents scattered around. And then you also see what looks like looks like a cart in the south east corner. You also see a massive mansion directly to your right. It's just very high walls, and then as the walls go up about 50 feet above that, you see it kind of goes into wood. It almost looks like a mansion that's been reinforced at the bottom. And then to your left at the end of the path, which is kind of a wooden stone path, you see big sort of armored gates right across the end.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo! Just gonna shout out.
So, as you come out, Alice, you see a little bit further. You do see a few humanoid figures, kind of randomly scattered, about 5. There's 2 down the left-hand side between the 2 buildings. There's one halfway up the walkway, and one kind of over by the southeast where you see there's a cart there. And some tattered tents.
Do they see us?
They're standing motionless right now.
Okay, I'm gonna wave it really high up in the air and yell out.
Hello.
And I don't have
Yoo-hoo.
a clothes. I'm just gonna hide in this house.
Jack's just gonna start walking up to this next house.
Okay. As you guys are doing that, Doran's moving out. Be careful, everyone. We don't know what we're going into.
Thank you.
What? I thought this was the way you wanted us to go.
Doesn't mean we
I
don't be
think we're okay.
cautious.
There's no doors out here.
Okay, I just want to remind everyone this is outside of the game. We were just warned that somebody wants to rip the crystals out of our chest, and we are moving closer towards that person. Stop being reckless.
It'll buff out.
Who is he talking to?
Jack, as you go up, go ahead and roll a perception check.
$14.
Okay. So moving halfway up the path, you can see now that there's a total of 5 buildings. The one you came out from, 2 to your left, 2 to your right. And you can see down this kind of fenced, sort of looks like iron with like spikes, sort of security fence along the bottom. And there's a gate in the middle. And you can see 2 figures just sitting on the other side of the gate. The buildings don't have any sort of identifying markers. They have a door at each, couple of windows. Nothing outstanding.
So the building type thing or the gate that Jack is headed towards, there's 2 people outside that?
Yeah, if you were to continue north at the very top there where the path leads, you can see about 15, 20 feet beyond that is this gate, and you can see 2 figures sitting on the other side of the gate.
Jack is just going to walk up to this first building on the left and walk up to it.
Okay, you see a door that is currently closed, a wooden door.
He's going to push on it, try to open it.
Okay, the door opens while Jack's going up here. Where is anybody else making a specific movement somewhere?
Yeah, I want to walk up to the closest person and try to talk to them.
Okay. All right, so there is a person over here by this lantern. So as you
hey, hi. My name's Felix Tinkerspark. I'm looking for Van Moria City. Is this it, or how do we get there?
So as you approach, you see this person's just standing, holding a bucket, and just staring at you. They're kind of wearing their clothing, looks pretty ragged, and they're staring, and there's no response. And as you look at them, you don't really see any life in their eyes. They're just staring straight forwards, almost like they're not even staring at you, and there's no response.
Do they seem to be biological? Like, are these actually people?
Yeah, so you can tell they are human. You can tell pretty easy by seeing that. If you want to roll an investigation for me.
25.
Okay. So the person looks, I would say, healthy, like no breaks in their skin. Their complexion seems normal. Their clothing, however, seems to look really tattered. Like seems to be like kind of falling apart almost. And you notice that there's a almost like a tattoo, like a symbol on their hand, which is a like a circle with 2 lines coming out either side.
Do I recognize the symbol? Anything I've seen before?
No.
Okay.
So does it look like that? I wrote it in the chat in Roll20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
okay,
people I
so-
yelled at didn't respond to me at all, I'm assuming.
No, so just standing motionless.
And where were they? Can you just
So
move me? I'm gonna head towards them because I would have been waving and moving towards them.
yeah, so there's one over here. I'm gonna move you over here, and then there's 2 standing over on the west side here, where the pings are.
I'm gonna roll up.
Hey there.
Just motionless. Just standing. The one that's here is just standing still, nothing in their hand, but just standing there. Just a rag. There's a rag in the left hand that they're holding, and that's it.
Excuse me. Hello?
So
Are you
no
in need
move.
of assistance?
I'm gonna do a scan. I want to basically medicine check them, see what.
Yeah.
What.
Go ahead.
That's going to be a 8.
Okay. So you can tell it's a human. You don't your scan doesn't reveal any injuries that you can see. I roll an investigation as well for me.
Going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Investigation. Yep, glad I did that. Nine.
9. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the clothing's kind of tattered. They almost look like they're mid-step, like they were doing
Okay.
something and they kind of frozen mid-step. But you don't notice anything else that's out of the norm, other than this person seems to be kind of frozen in place.
I'm gonna gently just kind of grab them and like lightly shake them almost to get their attention.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
So their body does move with your movement with them, but they don't seem to react. They don't seem to blink. They don't speak. Their body kind of just moves as you move them.
Okay. When I look into their eyes, is there anything different about their eyes?
No, they look like normal eyes. They're just not. They're not reacting to anything. They're just kind of staring straight forwards.
Okay.
So while Atlas is scanning and going over that, Jack, you're heading through the door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of push in and like look. Reen's gonna be like watching my back. Like she's not gonna enter in with me, and I'm just kind of like step in like a few steps and take a look around.
Yep. So as you walk in, you see a strange-looking human that you believe is human, sitting on a chair, kind of half crouched over. You see some tools on a workbench. Roll a perception check for me.
17.
Okay. So you see like a furnace in the corner. You see some grinding stone. You can tell this is a blacksmith's. The human that is crouched down, however, parts of him are kind of like what you've seen on Alice. Parts of him are metal. Parts of him are fully human. And he's just crouched over right now.
Like, is he looking? Is he like facing me, or is he like doing something?
He looks like he's kind of resting. He's got one arm resting on his knee, kind of looking straight forwards.
Jack is going to kind of make his way up to him. Reen is going to step to the door.
Greetings. Are you a miner, a Vinmorian, or a servant?
Neither. I am a participant of the tournament.
And he's just lifted his head now. He stands up on both of these metal legs. He kind of just has a sort of a friendly smile. He's got this kind of raggedy hair, and he's just staring at you. And no response to what you just said.
Okay. What do you do here?
I'm the blacksmith.
Are you working on anything?
I'm the blacksmith.
And Jack is going to like go look at all like like his workbench and go look inside, like look at the furnace, and just kind of see how the guy reacts to him, just like wandering around his shop.
Okay. So as you step away, when you get about 10 feet away, he sits back down on the chair and goes back into the original position that you've seen him as you walk away. So as you're perusing around the area, check in Darius. What are you doing right now?
I want to check this tent.
Okay, roll an investigation, sorry.
Beep, 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 beep. What? 10.
Okay. So you look in, and there's just old, dusty stuff. There's like old bedrolls in there, some rags. Looks like nobody's used this in a very long time. There's rips all over the tent, like it's weather worn. It definitely hasn't been used in a long time.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to this building. I want to peek in the window.
Sorry, hold on a second.
Was it worse?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me try the other way.
Okay, so sorry, where did you want to go?
This building.
Okay, so you're heading over there. Okay, so as you're approaching, you're walking up. Felix, you were kind of inspecting that person standing there. What did you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I didn't conclude anything from that, well, if there's nothing further to see, I mean, like, I'll walk away. Gunner's gonna follow Darius wherever he goes. And I don't know. I'll go back to Doron and say, well, you wanted us to leave the mine so bad. We have. Where are we? Where do we need to go?
Well, I've never been here myself, of course. I just want us to be cautious. I'm going to
Okay,
follow
well-
Atlas. I fear for Atlas. He's the smallest of everyone.
You're the guide.
Isn't Felix the smallest?
I've never been here before.
They're the
Then what
same
is your
size.
job exactly?
I'll protect you if anything happens. I'm here to protect you and get you to the tournament, of course.
Okay. Well, let's get going there then.
I can't do anything about it, man. I'm sorry.
But I don't hardly even hear it.
Okay, I can hear it like super loud, so I'm just, if no one else can, it's fine.
Is it just your dog's sleep apnea?
Yeah, she's a pug. It's not even sleep apnea.
It's normal.
It's just living. Just living.
Okay, so sorry, the horns there. I think we should just maybe stay together to make sure if there is anything that happens, at least we have a chance to defend ourselves.
Yeah.
So he's gonna
I
start.
mean, I guess that makes sense.
He goes over and starts
Hey,
yelling.
Atlas, I tried talking to some people over there. They didn't really have anything to say, though.
Yeah, this one's talking my ear off, as Darius would put it. That was a lie. This one hasn't said anything.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, the other one didn't say anything either, or move. They
No,
seem to be human, but I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, definitely human. No biological errors that I could see. I definitely poked around a little bit on this one. With no response. So, I don't know. Should we try poking them in the eye? See if there's a reaction?
I think that's a good idea after we try a couple other tests first, but maybe we shouldn't resort to that right away.
Well, I find most patients who are somewhat aware will always react before being poked in the eye with a scalpel.
I'm just gonna like flick out my
Okay.
scalpel with my hand.
I believe it might be the quickest course of action.
I don't think using a scalpel's necessarily a good idea. Why don't we just see what happens if we do something else first? And I'm just gonna push one of them.
Okay, so you push the one in front, and it falls over.
So how does it fall over? Like a statue or like a person would fall?
So it falls over like a person, and as it clumps, whatever shape it kind of just landed in, its kind of body was weak, and whatever landed in, it lands in that shape. It doesn't hold its
It-
form when it was standing. It ragdolled basically when it hit the ground.
It doesn't try to like break its fall. It doesn't react though, right?
No.
Interesting. Well,
So-
definitely no storms of rigor mortis, which is great news. They seem to be alive, just non-responsive. I still think we should try to scalpel.
I really don't think that's a good idea, Atlas. We could permanently injure these people.
But then there'd be someone I could fix. It's been so long.
There's definitely some kind of error in your programming if you think that creating injuries that you need to fix is the way to go about it.
I found no error.
Well, I mean, you probably wouldn't, but maybe if you had a true intelligence look at you, then we could figure it out.
Okay. Is there one nearby?
Well, I could have a look at you.
All right. Take a look.
It's in a book.
Well, might better be safe for when we have more spare time. I think we need to get moving through wherever this is first.
Okay.
So roll a perception for me, Felix.
Oh, she's coming back.
7.
Okay. So Jack, as you're moving around the room, you notice when you get it within about 10 feet of the blacksmith, he stands up and he greets you in the same way.
Jack is going to blatantly check this guy's pockets.
Okay. You go to put your hand in his pocket and it goes right through. Like there's no, and it's like ripped open at the bottom. He doesn't have any pockets that have anything in it.
All right.
And he's still just got the smile on you. Are you a miner, Vamorian, a servant?
Jack is going to grab this guy by his shirt and he's going to drag him outside.
Okay, roll a strength check.
I love that. I have a -1 to strength checks. I rolled a nat 1 and I have a -1. So I rolled a 0.
Okay.
Math.
So as you try to pull on him, he just outreaches his palms. Says, "Sorry about this," and then he shoves you, and you fly back 15 feet.
Good lord, this guy's a brute.
And then he sits
With
back
his
down.
hams.
Yeah, you got palmed, baby.
In response, Jack
Damn.
is going to attempt to grapple him with his thing and yank him prone.
With his what?
With his
His
fang.
thing.
My zipped gun.
This thingy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Spider-Man.
So okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity.
Uh, 15.
Okay, so you successfully get the grapple around him. He comes just around his arm as he's leaning down there, and roll a strength
Okay.
check.
13.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
subtraction's not my strong point.
so you give a yank with it, and then you yank so hard that you actually pull yourself forward a couple of feet, and he does not move.
Oh my god.
And he is
Jack's-
half robot.
Jack's gonna release it, and he's gonna look at Reen and go get Felix and go get Atlas. And she's gonna like march outside and she's gonna start bellowing like the bellow that Jack explained, that it's okay, you can come in here, don't be alarmed, if Felix can remember that, because he explained it directly to him in the first
Okay.
session.
All right. So
Yes.
as he's starting to make his way out, Darius, you were down in the corner, going around the outside of the building.
Yeah, I want to look in the window, see if I see anything.
So as you're passing, you see a lot clearer now. The cart that was down at the southwest, you can now see that a lot clearer. It's kind of being parked down by the corner of one of the tents, by the kind of massive stone wall that's connecting the mansion. The windows, there's no windows on either side except around the back, so you wouldn't have gotten
but
noticed
it's,
yet.
having seen the cart, I would have went to check that first. I didn't
Okay.
realize that was there.
Yeah, for sure. So, you're approaching the cart?
Yep.
Okay. So as you take a look in the cart, you see pieces of metal and leather armor. And you see one part of it, the left leg part of this metal armor. You see the top of a leg kind of sticking out the top and blood all around it.
Oh. Okay, so the rest of the armor, I assume, doesn't have body parts in it?
Nope, the rest of the armor is empty.
Okay, I'm going to take it all and put it in my bag.
Okay, that's going to take a while. So let's head back to Felix and Atlas.
Come on, Felix. I think we should try the scalpel thing. I think it'll be.
No, don't use the scalpel. Also, Reen's making some kind of noise. Do I remember? Do I remember what the noise means?
I think, yeah, you would with your intelligence. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's boring. All right.
Way to ruin the role play.
I really think we should try the scalpel.
You sound like a murdering mystery party.
Atlas, you're really scaring me with the scalpel. I really think we should go
Just
see
a
what
little bit.
what Reen wants.
Sorry.
My batteries are running
Sorry.
As soon as Reen comes out and yells, Dorhan charges in that direction, assuming that means that there's danger.
Oh,
So Dorhan's charging towards the door.
We should see what's going on. Maybe there's someone in need.
Yeah, maybe there's somebody over there that you can help.
I'm gonna put this away now.
Reen's
That's a good
gonna
idea.
dart. Reen's gonna
Flips
dart
the
back
scalpel
in.
back into his hand.
Okay. All right.
I say by this time, Jack's released the guy from his grapple, like with his grapple, and
Okay.
he's just kind of. He's gonna take a step back so the guy sits back down, so he can do the same reaction to whoever else wants to approach him.
Okay. Drawing it in.
And when it,
What's going on?
Whenever
Where's the
we're-
danger?
Hello.
no danger, Dorhan. That sound means you should come over here, not hostile. This guy kind of looks like if we tried to take parts of Atlas and put them on a person, you can walk up to him and he'll stand up and greet you, and then nothing else. And he's kind of strong, so I tried to move him and I couldn't. So I figured one of you brainiacs could do your thing.
I'm gonna scan him.
Ooh, interesting. Someone like me.
Okay. Investigation check.
As I get closer, I say hello.
Okay.
Hello.
So
Are
as
you
you
an
get
automaton?
10 feet, he stands up. You see his scraggly hair, the little tiny smile kind of comes up. I'm the blacksmith. You mind of a Morena servant?
I am Atlas. What is your name?
I'm the blacksmith. You
That's
can roll
a-
investigation while you're talking.
That's an interesting name to be named after a profession. Blacksmith? I am healer. Atlas.
What's your investigation?
It
18.
is 21.
Nice.
To be
So,
fair,
yeah.
you are named after your profession too.
Yeah, when you do the long form.
Where did that? Who said that?
So yeah, as you're conversating with this, you definitely see identifying markers that correlate to how you know that your parts of you are constructed. Somehow there's this actual flesh. Parts of this are flesh exterior that are definitely humanoid, but there's obviously the mechanical components of an automaton. It's almost like a hybrid of both. But you can definitely see similar workings to yourself.
Have I ever seen flesh and that merged together like that before?
No.
Okay. Does it look like a chop job, or does it look done well? Like
No, it looks like it's purposely done. It looks done well.
Yeah. Okay.
I see you have some automaton creations attached to your limbs. Is this something you've done yourself, blacksmith?
Are you a miner, a Vemorian, or a servant?
I
I feel like he's stuck in some sort of loop. It's happened to me before. Maybe we should continue with his questioning.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm a miner.
Miner, do you require a hammer, axe, bucket, or are you making a deposit?
I need an axe.
Very well. That'll be 20 gold. And he puts out his hand.
All right. Well, here's 20 gold. Give him 20 gold.
Okay. So he takes the 20 gold and he turns around. In the top left corner of the room, there is a chest. He goes over and he puts his hand on the side of the chest. And you see the chest glow for a second. It opens up. He puts in the 20 gold. The chest closes. You see another flash. And then he turns and walks to the top right-hand corner of the room. It looks like he's picking up some type of ore. He's holding the shape as if he's picking up this circular item and going over and putting it in the furnace, but there's nothing in his hand. And he is now operating the furnace as if he's melting something, but there's nothing in it. This will take some time. Give me about 15 minutes.
I think it'll take more time than that, but... What were the options he asked? Miner...
Van Morian was one of the other ones.
Jim
Mr.
Servant.
Blacksmith.
There's no
Mr. Blacksmith.
There's no response.
He must be stuck doing this, project. Until he's done, he probably won't respond to any more input.
Well, that's not good, because he's never going to be done. Maybe we can break his current routine?
Yeah, maybe, but let's not use a scalpel just yet.
I will say that I tried to move him myself, and I was unable to. And he was even willing to push me away from him.
I'm gonna reach up and put my hand on his hand as he's working.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Blacksmith?
So he doesn't react. He doesn't flinch to it. He just keeps doing the smelting action.
I'm going to exchange my hand for a scalpel.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Blacksmith?
And I'm going to slowly move the scalpel towards his face.
No. Atlas, no scalpels. Why do you want to hurt people? You're supposed to help people, I thought.
Relax.
I'm trying something.
No trying using weapons on people. That's
Moving it closer to his eye.
Okay.
Any reaction?
Nope.
yeah, I'm gonna attack Atlas with my hammer.
Okay. Roll the attack.
You're gonna knock a scalpel into his eye, dude.
18 to hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Hits.
That hits.
Okay. Roll for damage.
11 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So you just see. Did you? Yeah, you didn't throw it right. Okay. So yeah. So as he's moving this guy, you see this. Him focusing Atlas, focusing on this scalpel, moving slowly closer. And Felix just reaching out and smacking Atlas the side of the head, giving him a shake.
Ow!
What? What? Ow!
Atlas, you were gonna hurt somebody. I had to
I had
stop you.
full control.
You were about to stab this guy.
I was not going to stab anybody.
With your scalpel, you were about to stab him in the eye.
No. I was going to place the scalpel very close to his iris and see if there was any reaction or dilation in his pupil.
No, that's not okay. That's not a thing that you do to people.
Processing. Yes, this is okay.
It's not okay.
Did he have any reaction before?
He did not. No.
Is this supposed to be some sort of medical procedure, Atlas?
Yes, generally if you push anything sharp and pointy towards someone's iris, it will dilate.
You can do the same thing with lights.
Do you have a light?
I can create one.
Then you should have said that.
I tried stopping you and you wouldn't listen.
You used words. You did not offer solutions.
Well, I understand that your primitive programming probably doesn't know this, but usually civilized people do use words.
I'm sorry,
You're
are we
sassy.
civilized? We just destroyed a door. A wooden, crappy door. Instead of just walking through it.
It was locked.
This is very, very much mixed signals, so I'm going to back away, and I will allow you to continue leading the group.
We should avoid fighting amongst ourselves.
Agreed, but we also can't just hurt random people. We don't
You
know anything
just
about
hurt
this
me.
guy. You're not random, and I did it to protect him.
You could have just pushed me.
This could be
Or
just.
grabbed me.
This
Wasn't
just
sure
could be
if that
somebody that
would
lives in the
work.
city. We can't hurt people, Atlas. Or at
I
least
wasn't
explain what you're
hurting
going to
anyone.
do before you do it.
You will know if I'm going to hurt somebody.
Sorry. I'm gonna step outside.
And I just leave.
Okay. So Darius, you've by this time probably finished putting the kind
All
of suit of
except the leg.
armor, leather, all except the leg, in your bag of expanse.
Okay, and I'm gonna make my way over to the window and peek inside.
Okay. So as you get over to the window, roll perception, please.
Perception. 5.
Okay. So as you get to the back, before you actually get through the window, you see like this little flower box that sit nicely underneath the window. And there's some kind of like there's some little tiny flowers. Most are looking kind of raggedy and dead, but clearly somebody's taking care of this. And then in the center, there's a flower, but it's made of metal. It's like this purple metal flower, which none of the other ones are. They're all just regular flowers. And then as you look in the window, you see a really small elf with her back to the window, just sitting on a chair. And you can see some type of strange furnace thing and what looks like some sort of strange anvil on the other side of the room.
Is the
And,
window open?
No, it's closed.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I will make my way around the house and go inside.
Okay. So as that's happening, Felix, Atlas just kind of leaving the house. Atlas, Jack, what do you guys, or Felix and Jack, what are you guys doing with that situation?
Jack's lost interest. He believes Felix will figure it out, so he's just gonna walk out and continue looking around.
That's so Jack. Guys, there's stuff over here. Come here. Okay, you got this. Okay, so you're heading out with Reen. Okay. Felix.
I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna sit here and wait for this guy to finish not making an axe.
Okay.
I think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, he's crafting like in a video game. He's just like, it's gonna just pop up.
This lag's
I'm gonna
crazy,
try.
man.
I'm gonna try and wait this out.
Okay. Dorhan, moves right into the doorway. Kind of did start to follow Atlas moving out. He's kind of trying to keep his eye on everybody because he's basically standing at the ready. He's got his great sword right now. He's kind of just held to his side at the ready, keeping an eye on everyone.
I'd like to look around for anything that would be metallic.
Okay.
If there's anything on the ground, or if there's any, maybe check a tent.
Yeah, for sure. There's if you go over, yeah, to that tent that you're pinging, and you go over.
Yep.
As you look inside, there's random stuff in there. There's bedrolls. There's broken lanterns. The lantern itself, if you wanted to take that metal, you can. It had kind of metal on each side, and the glass is kind of broken. So
Okay.
there's metal on either side of that. It's like a regular.
I'll
Jack.
take one.
Sorry, Jack's gonna look at Reen and he's gonna kind of like nod to Atlas because he just got hit with a hammer. So Reen is gonna stay and kind of watch over Atlas because he's injured.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run into this tent, and all you're gonna hear is like crashing and breaking of glass and a few frantic, and I'm gonna eat all the metal that I can eat.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna be very audible about it.
So Darius, you can definitely hear some strange crunching and cracking coming from the tent next to you. Do you continue through the door, or are you investigating the crunching and cracking of metal and glass?
No, I'm gonna continue through the door.
Okay.
I'm also gonna cast a repair protocol on myself
Okay.
to restore some hit points.
I also close the door behind me.
So you're attempting to go through the door. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Yeah, so the door is not locked. So you and Gunnar, because Gunnar's currently following you, so you proceed in.
Yep.
So as you go in the room, you see kind of what you've seen from the opposite direction. You see a strange looking anvil of some description. You see a small elf in front of you, and a furnace in the corner. And this elf greets you. Hello there.
Hello.
Wait
Nice
a
to see a
second.
friendly face.
Are you new here?
Have
Oh
you
my
seen me before?
gosh. And she starts walking over to you. Hello there. What is this contraption? And she goes around and she starts like touching Gunnar and looking at his legs and touching his ears. This is
Gunnar.
incredible. Is this yours?
Yeah.
Wow. Does he have a name?
His name is Gunnar.
Gunnar, absolutely incredible. And she just starts like feeling the joints and looking at the legs.
He is pretty amazing.
Did you make
So-
him?
I didn't make him, no.
Oh my goodness. Only somebody amazing could make something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, this is where I am. This is where I stay. This is where I work. This is where I continue the works that I've been taught. Oh my god, I can't get over this invention. This is incredible. This is almost as good as oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this in a long time. And she's just
Yes,
keeps
it's all
playing
very
around with Gunnar.
exciting. What exactly do you do here?
Well, I take care of the automatons. Anytime they malfunction, I fix them. I keep the city going. But it's been a while since we've had any resources or anything, so I have to really focus on the ones that we really need for when people come by. You know?
How are there other automatons here?
Oh yes, the whole city's run by them. Yes, we got the innkeeper, we got the alchemist, we got the blacksmith. Oh yes.
Interesting. Are you an automaton?
Oh, silly you. And she gives you like this wave. Of course I'm not an automaton. Look at me. And she does like this little twirl. She's got like this, she's wearing kind of this leather gear. She's got like these goggles kind of on the top of her head, huge pointy ears, but she's incredibly tiny.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, that's quite rude to ask someone, a lady like me. She kind of giggles. I mean, I don't really know exactly how old I am. I've been here for a while, and you know, elves we don't age the same way, and it's kind of hard to keep track of years. You know,
I
I've been here a while,
brush
though.
my hair behind my ear, which like I don't obviously have full elf ears because I'm only half elf, but it does come to a point. I'm like, yeah, I get it. How long have you been here?
I've been here a long time, but I'm not really sure how long. How did you have did you have an invitation? Did you get invited here? How did you get here? How did they let you in?
Unbutton the first couple buttons of my shirt and just kind of pull open to show the crystal in my chest.
Okay. So as soon as part of it even starts to uncover, she immediately just ignores Gunnar and runs right over and just starts like touching. Oh my goodness, this is a key. I haven't seen one this close before. And she just like starts pawing away at it and looking at it and trying to get at it.
Okay, and I grab her wrists like gently. I'm not being aggressive or anything, and I just kind of.
Oh, sorry. I just haven't seen one up close before. This is incredible. Wait, did Lord Von Moria, did he catch you? How do you still have this?
Well, he obviously hasn't caught me now, has he?
I've never seen anybody come here that still has the key intact.
Do you know anything of these keys?
Well, yes, of course. These are the keys for the tournament in Centaurium. Yes, I mean,
Yes.
Seraph
Do you know
and
anything more?
Armand and Curtin, they all had one at one time.
What
They
happened?
don't have them anymore. Lord Vomora, he wants these keys, and he's been experimenting for years on how to successfully steal these keys. And poor Seraph, I mean, I see Seraph all the time, and she's got this hole, she's got this star hole in her chest now because he took the key from them.
And who was Seraph?
Oh, you haven't met Seraph yet? Oh, well, Seraph, she's charged with bringing in food and herbs and anything that the stores might need to keep the stores running. So she's allowed to come in and out of the city.
And she's still alive.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course she's still alive. She's amazing. I wish I was more like Seraph. She's adventurous.
I think you're pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, by the way?
You can call me Darius, and you?
My name's Jonas.
Hi, Jonas. Nice to meet you.
You said this wasn't your creation. Well, did you steal him? You're not a thief, are you? And then she kind of
No.
stands back a little bit.
Absolutely
gets her
not.
like fists, tiny little fists up.
No. He belongs to a friend of mine.
Is he here as well?
He may be around. I may be able to find him.
Oh, that would be great. Could you bring him here?
I can see what I can do.
Wait,
Can you
is it
tell
just
me
one
more
friend,
about
or
this?
is there more friends? How many friends do you have?
Well,
I don't have
let's-
any friends. I had one friend. I mean, I think Seraph's my friend. I'd like her to be my friend, but I don't know if she really likes me that much. She doesn't talk a lot, but I talk to her though. So, and she listens, so she must like me. So I think she might be my friend. So I think I have one friend. I used to have a friend that taught me all these things, but he's not here anymore. So I think I just have the one friend. How many friends do you have?
Jonas. I have many
Yes?
friends. I need you to focus for a second, okay?
I'm always focused.
I'll tell you what. If you can answer a couple more questions for me, I'll bring you some interesting friends. How about that?
Oh, sure. I'll answer any questions you have. Of course.
What can you tell me about this village?
Well, it's a city. We're not allowed to call it village. It's Memoria City, of course. And it has some stores and some shops. And there used to be lots of people here when it was really busy in the mine. There was lots of people coming, going. There was lots of lords. Lord Memoria would invite people for huge balls at the mansion, and the servants could come down and get special discounts at the stores. And there was always parties, and there was people staying, and the inns would get so full that they'd have to put up tents, and they'd stay in the tents, and it would be parties, and it would be so much fun.
Jonas.
Yeah?
Easy. That's a lot of information. I don't need that much. Next, does Lord Memoria still come through here?
No, he doesn't really need to come down here to us anymore. No, he's very focused in his experiments and everything, and I'm kind of glad he doesn't come down here because he's quite scary. Have you not seen him yet? Because he's kind of scary. I don't like him. He doesn't give me good energy, and I don't know.
So just so we know where to avoid, where does he stay from here?
And she just stares at you and kind of just slowly kind of points like through the wall at the huge mansion that is right there.
Okay. I didn't know if he stayed in there. Just everything is abandoned. He could be anywhere else, but okay. So he's up in that mansion. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'll tell you what. Gunner, stay. I don't know if he's going to listen to me. I will be back, and I'm going to bring you 2 very interesting people. Okay?
Oh, I love interesting people.
Yeah, I will be right back.
Oh, people are really interesting, but I love super interesting ones.
So my plan from here is to go tell Atlas to go and check in this house. There may be someone that needs his help, which then I'm sure will trigger him to just go running, and then I will go get Felix and tell him that I may have found a friend for him.
Okay, so as you're starting to leave the room, we'll just touch base. So Felix is still watching the blacksmith. Dorhan would have moved up, kind of keep everybody in sight. Jack was moving towards that other building, right, when you left the blacksmith?
Yeah, he's going into he wants to go into the big one.
Okay. All right, so we will move in with Jack right now. So yeah, the door is not locked. You can go ahead in there. So you go in, you can clearly see roller perception. Let's see exactly what you can see.
Dirty 20.
All right. So you go in, you see what looks like the barkeep behind a bar. Not much going on. Regular tables. There's a little bandstand in the corner where you would assume some entertainment would be, but nothing currently there. Some stairs going upwards, and a female sitting, eating, and drinking a mug of ale at one of the tables.
Jack is going to go up to the barkeep and ask for a drink.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Right now, you're about 2 o'clock.
Afternoon.
In the afternoon, yeah. So as you're walking up, the female doesn't say anything to you, but the second you walk through the door, her eyes are on you as she just continues to eat and drink and just watches you walk by.
Excellent.
Yeah. As you get up within about 10 feet of the barkeep, he is kind of just hunched over a little bit, and then this massive smile comes across. Just like a radiating happiness. So it's a tiefling. He looks and says, "Welcome to my tavern. Are you a miner, Vermorian, or a servant?
A miner.
Would you like some food? Are you here for bed, or are you making a deposit?
Just something to drink.
Would you like some ale or some wine?
Ale, please.
Ale will be 20 silver." And he places out his hand like this.
What does 20 silver equate to in gold?
It's 100 silver to a gold.
I thought it was 10.
10.
Is it?
Silver's
Oh,
a dime.
10.
Yep.
There you go.
I give him a gold
Thing equals
piece.
the next one.
Gold piece.
That's all I have.
Half of what he asked for you.
Okay.
Oh, it's half?
Yeah, because 10 silver is 1 gold.
Yeah, he wants 2 gold.
Oh, 2 gold. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you for your patronage. And he takes it, and now as he moves over, instead of walking, you see him go to this chest just beneath the stairs. And as you watch him, he's actually on 2 wheels. He's kind of driving himself down there. He reaches down to the chest. You see him touch the chest. There's a flicker of light, and the chest opens. He puts the money in, holds the chest. There's a flicker of light. He reaches back in, and he pulls out a mug. He turns. He rolls his way back to you, places it on the counter. Enjoy. Make sure to order some more. And then he just his head kind of like just rests down, and there's a mug of ale sitting on the counter.
Jack is going to look to where the lady is sitting. Where is the lady sitting in the room?
The lady is sitting roughly about there.
Jack is going to go sit at the same table as her, but he is going to sit on the other side. And he's going to be in a position that if he feels like he is in danger, he can quickly escape to the door. And he's going to sit down and take a sip, and he's going to look over at her and go, "Afternoon."
Okay, so as she's still eating her food, she just looks at you and she just nods her head. She doesn't say anything.
When I look at this lady, what am I like? What do I see about her? Do her clothes give anything away about what she does?
Yeah, roll an inspection. Investigation. Where's my inspections coming from? About to get 3.
That is a dirty 10.
Dirty 10. Okay. So she has long flowing golden hair. Her hood is not currently up. You can see she is a little bit larger in size than what you expect kind of like a human female to be. Quite beautiful though. Beautiful features, beautiful stunning eyes. But the you can see the tunic underneath the cloth that she's wearing. You can almost see kind of the muscles pushing against it. Like she's thin, but she is quite clearly muscular underneath it. She's got a bow is rest up against the table beside her. You can see quite clearly 2 short swords on either side of her belt. And that's all you can see from where you are. So as we are doing that, Darius, you're running out. Your first action of leaving. Who are you going? You're going to Atlas first.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be heading over towards the blacksmith where they were, and then I'll see Atlas in the tent. So I'll just be like,
he's
"Hey,
munching
Atlas,
away.
somebody in there needs your help.
What?
Inside that house right there, right next to your tent, there's someone in there that needs your help."
And I just I kind of look up and I'm like half like shoving stuff in my mouth and like pieces are falling out.
And I just keep walking. Like I don't.
My
even...
help? Oh lordy!
And I just start whatever I got left. I just throw in and I like rattle and clank out of there. And I zoom out and.
What house? What house?
I turn back and just point at the house that's like right beside you.
Well, here I come.
And I just I plow in.
Okay. As you're doing that, Darius, Doran, hearing the screaming that somebody needs help over there, starts running over. So he'll be behind you.
So I bust in through the door.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
So roll a perception.
Gunnar was laying down, but he jumps up in reaction to Atlas charging in.
Okay.
I am here for assistance. Who is injured?
Okay, so roll a perception while you go in.
$22.
Okay, great. So as you come in, you right away see this strange-looking anvil on the left-hand side. You see this tiny little elf sitting in a chair. Looks like she's whittling something out of wood. You see kind of a strange furnace on the right-hand side, and behind her, you can see through the window this shiny purple flower, just sun glistening off it. You see a bunk to the right, and you just see her eyes just come up, and although they're tiny, they get absolutely massive, and she just springs right out of the chair towards you. It's like, oh my goodness, who are you? And she just starts poking around your head, feeling your eyes around, going down by your feet. She is just all over you right now.
I am an automated technician for life-saving assistance and support. You can call me Atlas. What is your ailment? I am here to help.
I don't really have any ailments. I'm pretty healthy. I like to think so anyway. I haven't been checked out in a while. Maybe I should do that. Can you do that? Can you check me and see if I'm healthy? And then she stands like this with arms out, legs stretched, ready for a scan.
I am going to scan you.
She does a little turn while you're scanning her. She turns around.
Yeah, I'll scan her.
Yep.
That is going to be a 8 for a medicine check.
All right. She looks all right.
You, ma'am, look wonderful. Everything checks out.
Why, thank you. I'm feeling quite wonderful. Today's an amazing day. That's the second person I've met today. Oh, I'm sorry. And I met you as well. And pets Gunner on the head. Yes, I met you. Wait a second. What's that? And then she backs up a little bit, now noticing that Reen is coming in behind Atlas, and she kind of looks a little bit scared.
Oh, that is Reen. It is a companion of ours. You don't need to be frightened.
I've just never seen one before. He looks a little bit scary, but he's okay. You said he's friendly? Is he your friend? Have you got more friends?
Well,
Have you got lots of friends? Because the other guy here,
I do.
he was here and he came in and he said lots of friends. He's
Yeah.
going to introduce me to a lot of people.
Yeah. Processing. Processing.
While
Yes,
you're processing,
I do have a
she's-
lot of friends.
Still going around you. Wait a second, who
Man,
made
just-
you? This is incredible. I've never seen an automaton like this before. This is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Yes, I am an automaton. I was made. I don't know by who. I've only seen pictures in my memories, which I don't have many. You are very kind. This is my friend. There are more friends. They are outside exploring. One hit me with a hammer pretty hard. Not sure if we're still friends, but right now, I'm going to consider him still a friend.
Oh,
For now.
well, if he's a real good friend, I'm sure he's still your friend. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe he didn't mean to hit you. Maybe he was trying to do something else and that happened. Because I've heard that happens with other friends. But I don't have a lot of friends, so I'm not sure if that's really what happened. I don't know if a real friend would hit you. Would a real friend hit you? I'm not too sure. But
I'm not sure either.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not very
maybe-
familiar with how social interactions go too much, but I am here to assist if there's any assistance needed, which there clearly isn't. So I'm going to vacate this area.
Wait, but do you mind if I kind of check you out a little bit? You're absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like you. You could talk, and it seems like you could think, and you have your own feelings. I've never seen anything like this in an automaton before. Can I study you just a little bit? I won't hurt. I promise.
Sure. What do you want to study?
Everything. And then she just starts like poking around your legs and trying to get a hand up inside your front panel. Starts poking around.
Careful. I mean,
Um,
bolts first.
So as she does this, as she starts to reach in down by your neck, Filber immediately jumps out and is on your shoulder, and he's got his tiny little like vine fists up because he's not sure what's going on.
This is Filber, another one of my friends. I have many. This one did not try to hurt me, but he is very friendly. Filber, this is our new friend. I'm sorry, what was your designation?
My name's Jonas. Jonas Silverstrom.
Jonas Silverstrom. Again,
What?
My name is Atlas. Nice to meet you, Jonas Silverstrom.
Nice to meet you.
Wait
And
a
she does
minute.
this little cutsy, bows before you. It's like, so this
May I
is your
ask
friend
you a
as well?
question?
You have so many friends. Oh yeah, of course. I love questions. I love answers.
Your name sounds familiar. Are you a liar by any chance?
A liar? Why would I need to lie? There's nothing to lie about. The world's amazing. Why would anybody have to lie about anything?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe no connection then. Carry on.
So she's gonna keep kind of feeling around you. So
Just
while
kinda
that's
go with it.
yeah, okay, good. She's very excited about it. So Felix, as you see the blacksmith, he kind of finishes up what he's doing. You've been watching him through his whole process. He's walked over, looking like he's carrying over what's needed to make your request. He's using the grinding stone. He's smoothing out. He's putting it in the water, and he comes over. He's like, "There you go. I hope you enjoy." And he hands out. He places his hands, and there's nothing in it.
I will mime taking whatever he has and saying, "Thanks."
He gives you a smile. And he just nods. "We'll see you again soon." And then he sits down.
Bet for 20 gold, you wish I stabbed him in the fucking eye, eh?
Darius is coming over here, isn't he? Is he here by now?
Yeah, Darius should be there by now. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Felix.
Yeah, what's up?
I met someone I think you're going to be particularly interested in. But before we go, She maintains all the automatons in this town. And then I point at the blacksmith. I assume I know he's the blacksmith, right?
Well, he announced himself like 2 times.
But I wasn't there.
Oh, well,
But I mean, just by the building, I can.
a blacksmith.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll assume I'll just point at him. I mean, I can see he has robotic legs too. So
Yeah, he's quite obvious that half of him is automaton.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. I guess I can come back and explore this person further. Where's Gunner?
She really liked him, so I to keep her comforted, I left him there.
Okay, well then yeah, let's go see. Is this a person? Like not like
Yep,
these people?
she is a real person, not an automaton. And if she is an automaton, she's not aware she's an automaton.
All right, great. Yeah, let's go see her. Maybe she'll have some answers.
All right, and we start heading back that way.
All right. As soon as you guys are heading back, Dorhan is holding himself up just at the doorway there. He's kind of listening into the conversation, watching what's going on while kind of protecting. He's still on guard, keeping an eye on the mine, making sure nothing's sneaking up or coming up out of there or anything like that. So you guys make your way over. Jack in the inn. What are you up to?
Jack is going to continue sipping at his ale,
Okay.
and then ask if this lady has been here long.
Okay. And she just continues to stare at you. Says, "I've been here long enough."
What's your name?
I don't think there's any need for names. You probably won't be around for very long.
Me?
Is there anyone else here?
Me?
Interesting take. Are you implying that you don't want to get acquainted?
There's no point getting acquainted with anybody that comes to this damned city.
Will I expect any trouble from you? Or are you going to just be passing along soon?
You won't need any trouble from me. What's going to happen to you?
By your hand.
I wouldn't waste my efforts.
Excellent. Well, you sit here and pride yourself in whatever abilities you think you're capable of. I'm going to continue looking around. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a good day, I guess.
She just goes back, head down, just continues to pull on her dried pork. Or whatever meat
And
it is.
so Jack would understand that this is an inn, basically.
Yep.
So Jack's not interested in anything in here, so he's just going to walk out with his cup of ale, and he's going to make his way down to where he last saw Reen as he sips his ale.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so Felix and Darius, you now arriving. Are you going straight in, or what's?
Yeah.
what you guys wanna do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you both enter, you come to find this small elf. Darius being Jonas, going all over Atlas, leaving like no piece of metal unturned, lifting every flap, every little section she can find. She's just going all over, studying. She's now pulled out this tiny little notebook. She's taking notes. She's got this little string that she's like trying to almost like looks like she's trying to take measurements or something, and she's writing all this stuff down. Just got her back
I told
to
you
her
I'd
now.
find you some interesting friends.
Oh, you're back! The guy with all the friends.
Hi,
Yep.
I'm Felix
I-
Tinkerspark.
Brought
Oh, nice to
another
meet
friend.
you. I'm Jonas Silverstrom. How are you? Oh, have you seen
What?
this amazing? There's some amazing things here. There's this thing here. It looks like kind of like a foxy thing, and then there's another one here. It's an automaton. I've never seen it before. It's got all these feelings and emotions and things. Are you his friend as well? Are you all friends? Is this all of your friends?
Yeah, but
Hearing her say that, I actually stumble backwards to the wall, and all of the color comes out of my face.
Darius, you didn't tell me that her name was Jonas. Jonas, are you are you the apprentice to Elias?
And then she, for the first time, you see her face kind of drop a little bit, and the smile kind of go a little. It's like, how do you know Elias?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually looking for you. And I pull out the key, and the star key, and I say, I was told that you can fix this. Actually, you're exactly who we were looking for. Great job, Darius. You didn't tell me that's who you found. That's perfect.
Nothing. I am still like
So
really messed up right now.
Yes, Jonas. Do you know Elias?
So you almost see like a little tear in her eye, and she takes the key from you, and just looks to Alice and says, "Oh yeah, yes, I know Elias. He was my friend before he had to leave. He taught me everything I know." And looks down at it. This was his key. He made this for the foreman. It's so beautiful. Wait a minute, this isn't right. And then she kind of turns around. She notices the part where the runes are broken and not threaded through. It's like, oh goodness, this means that the elevator isn't working anymore.
Yeah, we wanted to go down there. Well, actually, getting down there wasn't the problem. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get back up, so we need the key.
Okay, no. You weren't worried. You were not worried that you couldn't get back up.
Oh well, I mean, I didn't think about it at first, but anyway, so that's so great. You're Elias's apprentice. That's really interesting. Elias actually made Atlas here.
Yes, I've been looking for him.
And then in the mention of that, you now see her eyes get so wide again, and she rushes over to Atlas, and she whispers real close, "Atlas, if you are I think you are, you shouldn't be telling everybody who you are and who you're connected to and who made you. You shouldn't be telling everybody. It's very dangerous."
Speaking of dangerous, Jonas, if you manage the automatons here and you were Elias's apprentice, maybe you could take a look at Atlas. There's something wrong with his programming. He's supposed to help people, but he's been trying to create injuries in people so that he can then fix them.
I don't know what he's talking about.
And I mean, I know you don't know a lot about me, but my name's Felix Tinkerspark, and I'm actually a pretty renowned inventor in my own right. I've created all kinds of things, including Gunner and this armor and my weapon and all kind of other really cool things that I've invented. And I don't have all the stuff with me right now that I made, but it'd be cool if I had time to make them and show them and prototype them and all that kind of stuff. But I really don't right now. But anyway, the important thing is, I was going to take a look at Atlas, but I'm not really an expert on this level of automaton. But if you were Elias's apprentice, then you probably know more than me, which is really impressive, by the way. And maybe I could learn something from you by watching it. It's really incredible to meet somebody else of such a high level of intelligence.
So just as you're talking, and each time you say something about it's so amazing and that you're an apprentice and I'd love to show you things, you see this smile kind of come back to her and the life start to come back to her face again. And she stands herself up. She goes over and she very gently sets the key down on her chair, comes back and is like, "Wow, that looks amazing. This armor, it's so intricate. I can't believe, and this gauntlet, oh my goodness, the way you've put it together here." And she starts like playing around with the cuff of it and taking a look. She sees her hammer. "That's an amazing hammer. Where did you get that? Did you make that hammer too? That's fantastic. That's amazing. And you made this thing, Gunner, you said? Gunner, he's so cute." And he starts patting the head and he's like, Atlas, are you not well? I could take a look, but I'm more of a maintenance and kind of things like that, like the basic, like the control stones that are inside. I can control those and make sure they're okay. If there's any major faults, I can fix those. But I've never done anything so advanced as you before. But if you want me to take a look, is there something you feel is wrong? Can you direct me in the right path and I can take a look and see if I can find anything that might be wrong with you?
Well, I did suffer some damage from my friend here. He hit me very hard with a weapon, that one that he just showed you. I did try to self-repair, but it didn't complete.
I mean, you know how it is, Jonas. Sometimes when things aren't functioning properly, they just need like a good kick, you know, and it kind of just jogs everything back into place correctly. I thought that might work in this case, but I'm not sure that it did, because as I said, there's something going wrong with his programming. Maybe he's just programmed to find any path to help people, and that's led him to create injuries in order to do that.
Well, that's a possibility. I mean, we have to consider all possibilities when we're looking at a problem. We got to look at it from all angles. We got to go outside the box. We got to really think, what could this be? And if it's not that, maybe it's something else. We got to explore that angle. And you have to explore all the paths, don't you? So I mean, hitting him might have been the right idea. Who knows? It might have worked, and then he would have been thankful, and everything would have been fine. But it didn't sound like it did work, so maybe that wasn't the way to go. But we can definitely take a look. Alice, do you have any input? Do you know what might be wrong? Or are you feeling anything different or anything we can take a look at?
Felix is completely engaged in this conversation. Like,
I don't believe anything was wrong. I was using some protocols that I'm used to using in terms of pupil dilation analysis to find if there's any sort of cognitive disabilities in a patient.
Oh, there was a patient? Who is there? Someone hurt? Do we need to help someone? I like helping as well. We can go help them as well. I can only go so far though. I can't go very far because and then she shows the collar. I kind of a little bit restricted. I can't. There's a lot of things I can't do. So, but if they're nearby, we might be able to help them. Are they nearby?
It was the woman out front. She seemed to be unresponsive, so I naturally was going to hold a knife to her pupil to see if there's any dilation.
I don't know if that's really natural, but I mean, I do see kind of like from a medical perspective, you'd be trying to check the dilation and make sure that the body's reacting properly. So I kind of see your angle on that, but I don't know if it would have went right to stabbing them in the eye. They think they're going to get stabbed in the eye. What if they reacted and they jump forwards and then you actually stab them in the eye and then you would feel terrible because you're like helping people. From what I hear, they tell me you like helping people, and that wouldn't have been very helpful. And then maybe that would have hurt you even more from trying to do that. So you really got to think and process these things really before you take your actions. That's what I would do anyway. But the person outside, that's a Vamorian. About a day or two ago, they just stopped. They usually work. They do very automated. They just do tasks, and it looks like the city's alive and people are doing things. But they just stopped all of a sudden.
And that was a day ago. How long have you been here?
I've been here for a lot of years. I stopped counting though, because it makes me sad when I think of how long I've been here.
And was Dr. Elias? How long ago did he leave?
Oh, he brought me here. I loved being with Dr. Reditus. He was so good and so kind, and he taught me so many things, and he's a genius. But he left, and I don't really remember how long ago it was. He didn't even tell me he was leaving. He just left me a note, and I was so sad. I was so sad that he left.
Matt, do you still have the note?
I do. It's the only thing I have from him. It's very precious to me, so I keep it close to my heart. And she just kind of like pats her chest.
Would I be able to look at it?
I don't mind reading it to you, but I don't want to. I can't let anybody touch it. It's the only thing I have of him, and I don't know if I'll ever see him again because I can't leave, and I don't think he's coming back.
I wouldn't do anything to destroy it. I would just very much like to hold something of his. I'm
so sorry, Atlas. I love you and I think you're amazing, but I can't. And she just clutches her chest.
Can I convince her?
Roll a persuasion.
Hold on. Okay. That was a nat 1.
Okay.
Can I please look at it?
I'll read it to you. I think I'll show you it, but if you want to scan it, yeah, like you did with me, you can scan it. But I can't let you hold it or give it to you.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I would very much
so
like
sorry.
to scan it.
I'd like to scan it and then like embed it into my memory bank.
Okay. So she holds out this little kind of ragged piece of paper and kind of unfolds it. It's very small. It's definitely not a novel. So she pulls it out and she kind of just walks back to her chair and she sits down, and so she's short, her little feet are kind of dangling off the edge. She starts just kicking her legs. It says, the tinkering skills you have, matched with the sacred Consisso magic that flows through your veins, which I don't know what that is too important to this world to risk. I cannot let you follow where I'm going. You will be safe here, as Lord Vamoria will need you. He has nobody that can do what you do. Be safe and take care of my garden. And he said garden, but it was just a flower box, so I don't know what I really tried to water those things, but it just dies. But I don't really know what that meant. I just know that he's gone, and I don't think I'll ever see him again. And she just clutches it, and you can scan it as she was holding and reading it, and put that in your memory banks.
Can I detect any magical, like any magic with her? Well, I guess.
Yeah, you'd need to detect magic.
Yeah.
You roll an Arcana though.
I just more or less like with regards to my own. it's a 14.
Okay. So you can't really ascertain. Haha, ascertain.
It's the first one.
Woo!
We were doing so good, guys. We were doing so good.
Yeah, you don't sense sort of any magic or anything like that. There's nothing that stands out that would connect you to her. Yeah, there's nothing you can pick up.
Okay.
So, and she tucks the thing back in. So, if I fix this key, why do you want to go in the mine? Don't you want to get out of here while you can? I mean, if Lord Vamoria catches you all, I'm assuming he hasn't even seen you, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Don't you want to get out of here and get somewhere safe?
Well, I heard they had some kind of problem down there at the bottom of the mine, and I don't know. I thought we could help out, you know, be heroes.
She kind of steps back for a second. Wait a second, you spoke to somebody in the mine?
Yeah, he's the one who told us to come find you.
Who?
The foreman.
The foreman's still alive? And she looks genuinely shocked. I thought they sealed everything and destroyed the whole mine. I didn't know there was anybody down there.
His name's Minikin Kelder, for the record.
Minikin's alive. Oh, he's such a nice man. He was nice to me too.
Yeah, he's the
he
one
was
who
still
pointed us
alive.
in your general direction and gave us your name anyway, and so we knew to find you to repair the key. I don't know. We just thought we could help him out. So.
And is he well?
Yeah,
Is he
here we are.
healthy? Is he good?
I
I do
I
hope
think
he's
the
well.
best that he can be.
don't know. Atlas is good at diagnosing people. Atlas, would you say he was healthy?
Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Well, there you have it.
He is definitely not in his original state.
Well,
Some would call it evolution.
if you are helping him, I hope, Atlas, when you're down there, I know you like to help, maybe you could do something to help him out, because he's a really nice man, and I don't think there's enough nice people in the world, and helping him would be really good, and I think you should help him get better and healthy if you can, if you're going to help him with whatever problems in the mine. And you said you wanted me to help fix this key?
I could really use your help with the key, but maybe we could help you. You don't seem like you want to be here.
I don't want to be here, but I can't go anywhere. And she shows this collar around her neck.
I want to like look at that specifically when she shows it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's the same collar, I assume, that the foreman had on.
you don't know of any collar with the foreman.
Yeah, I do. I was there. He told me that's why he can't leave the mine.
Oh, I thought it was Atlas.
No, I was the one talking to him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she shows it quite clear to all of you, like she's not hiding it. She's exposing it out. So you see this metal collar. It has a circle with 2 lines coming out of it. Let me just give everybody access to it. Yeah, my bad. I thought it was only Atlas for some reason.
I mean, because I lied to him, so he switched to talking to Atlas, but I was there.
Oh, okay.
And then I did the comprehend language. Oh, no, it was Felix he was talking to, and he was speaking in Gnomish, and I did comprehend languages.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, so you see she's wearing one of these collars that was referred to by your foreman, Ariana, or Minikin Kelbar.
All right, so
Well, it doesn't come off. What happens if you try to take it off?
It can't be removed, and if I do some actions that he can set certain parameters, I guess you would say, and if you go outside of that, it can hurt you, or it can result in death.
we need to get some sanguine.
Seraph's
see
done
if I-
something though. Seraph's done things real special with it, but she can't do it to me because she only had a little bit of the thing that she used to do the thing, and she has a little bit of freedom, but shh, don't tell anybody with that though.
Ooh, Sarah.
Field.
Seraph was a contestant from the tournament, and Lord Vamoria did some experiments as he does to try and take the keys, and he's never, from what I've heard, been able to successfully take a key without destroying it, because there's something special, I suppose, you have to do, but he hasn't figured it out yet. And some of the people that he got here, he took the keys forcibly, and the key broke, and he's controlling the people to do things for him. And that Seraph was one of those people.
Is she nearby?
She's either out in the woods, in the forest, hunting and bringing us alligator meat so we can all live and survive, or she's getting resources for the alchemist sometimes because she needs the potions and things, so he needs stuff from there. She's the only one that can kind of freely come in and out of the city, and sometimes whenever she wants to eat, she has to go to the inn because then she can get food there.
I would like to meet her. Does she know the doctor as well?
She did meet Dr. Veritas. She did meet him. Yes. They were here at the same time. They were. Yes.
Interesting. Does she have any automaton parts?
Nope. She's just a very strong lady. I hope I grow up to be stronger. I mean, I'm pretty old, even though I don't look like it. But when I get even older, I want to be strong like Seraph.
Well, I hope you are.
Can I detect any or like magic coming from the collar? Do I recognize any enchantments on the collar or anything like that? Just a sign.
No, other than what you've seen from the foreman, you haven't seen this type of design before. Roll an Arcana, though.
22.
Okay. So, from the way that the metal's structured and forged, you can tell that it's similar to the workings of the same dwarven clan that make the Drukton stones. So it's this clan of elves that are only dealt with by the highest of prestige people that can make these types of things, and that's what you can kind of pull from it.
Okay. So
so
what
if
happens if we try to take it off? What if we just break it?
Well, it's this type of metal here is really hard to break, and if you do break it, then I'll die. And sometimes I think that might be better than the rest of my life here stuck. But Dr. Veritas always says, he says, you know, if quitting is failure, and I don't want to quit because I don't want to fail him.
Well, no, there's no way we're gonna let that happen. We're gonna figure out a way to save you and get that off, and you'll be free for sure.
Well, I don't want to get my hopes up. If you can help, that's amazing. That's so amazing. But I'm gonna keep doing what I was told to do and what I was taught to do, and take every little bit of joy and happiness that I can every single day when something happens.
We're definitely gonna help. I promise you.
Well, if you're gonna help me, I'll help, and I'll fix the key. It's gonna take some time. It'll take probably quite a while though, because I only have a little bit of scraps of resources, and this type of infusion, it's really intricate, and it's gonna take me a long time. I probably won't be able to get it finished until probably by tomorrow.
That's no problem. You don't have to be stressed about that. I'm sure we can find something to occupy our time.
Well, I'm excited to do it. I just don't like telling you that it's gonna take so long because you probably want it right away. I know whenever I want something, I want it right away. I don't like to wait. I get excited. I'm like, I want it now. Give it to me now. And I want it right away. So I get sad if I don't get it right away. So I didn't want to make you sad.
Well, no. I mean, we can spend the time trying to figure out how we can help you. That's what we'll do. You know, I'm sure if we all brainstorm some ideas. I mean, my friend Darius here, he knows lots of things.
Oh yes, he says he has lots of friends too.
Well, yeah, so I'm sure that, you know, we can figure it out.
Okay, well, I'll get to work on this. If go ahead, Les, what do you want to say? And she gets all excited, and she looks all excited.
I was just going to say, yes, our friend Gary Silverstrom knows many things.
Wait, Silverstrom? But that's the same last name as me. That's so weird.
Yes,
so
but
weird.
he's a liar, so I don't think you're related.
I don't think I have any brothers or sisters. I mean, I don't really know how my parents are, but I'm pretty sure that lots of people told me I'm really special, and I think that means that there's only one of me, and that if I'm that special, there wouldn't be another one of me, because then I wouldn't be special. So I'm pretty sure I don't have any brothers or sisters. I think it's just me.
I don't feel good.
So I'll get working on this key if you guys want to start doing what you need to do and maybe think about maybe trying to help me. But don't make me a priority. It's okay. I've been here a long time and I'll be okay. But if you do come up with a way, that's good too. But I'll get working on this key.
I just like rush over to Darius and I just scan him.
Okay.
Darius, you're sweaty.
My heart rate's elevated. My stomach is twisted.
Are you okay? Have you been poisoned?
I'll be all right. Big gulp.
So Jonas turns and takes the key and starts kind of work over by the furnace. Starts pulling out some items and various tools and things to start getting working on the key.
Darius, talk to me, big fella. What's going on?
Listen, buddy, I'll be okay. Why don't you just go out with the rest of the party? I'm gonna stick back here for a little bit.
Can I do like an insight check on him?
Yep. What are you looking for specifically?
Just because I'm scanning him and I'm seeing that he's,
Reacting.
otherwise healthy, but he's having like some sort of
Emotional response.
Okay. Are you going to try and be... Okay, go ahead and roll insight.
That's going to be a 21.
Okay. So what does he see?
Well, I look kind of worried, stressed out. Yes, yeah, I look visibly uncomfortable. That's all. You can't read my mind,
not
so you don't know
hiding.
what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, he's just not hiding. He's not faking or hiding anything.
Okay.
True reaction.
Darius, I'm detecting notes of emotional distress.
I told you, buddy, I'll be okay.
But my job is to make you okay. Would you like to talk about it?
No, I will be fine.
I'm not sure if that's correct, but okay. You let me know if you need any sort of assistance.
I will, I promise.
Felix, our friend Darius isn't doing too well over here. Try not to hit him with a hammer.
And I just leave.
So cold.
All right. Well, I guess we have some things to figure out.
Jonas just is so engrossed in what she's doing, she's not even listening to you anymore. It's just working away.
Okay. Well,
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna head over to the inn. I know there's an inn. I'm gonna go look for a drink in a
Well,
little
she did
bit.
mention an inn. So
Oh yeah, she said there was an innkeeper, so I'm gonna go find the inn and I'm gonna have a drink. I just need a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's go to the inn. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna head back over to the other guy.
As you guys are walking out, Jackson will be walking up drinking some ale, and he's gonna be like, "Oh hey, what's up? Where's Reen?"
Yeah, you guys cross paths.
Oh, she'd be following Atlas. So
I was
once
gonna
he
say,
sees
did
her,
Reen leave with them?
he's following Atlas, or she's following Atlas. So when he sees her, he'll tell her to come over and stand next to him. And Jack is just gonna be like, "All right." He's gonna see Felix and Gunner. I'm assuming going that direction.
Yeah,
And he's
so-
gonna say, "Oh, that's an inn over there. There's a not so nice lady in there. She's not real talkative." So,
Oh, what's her name?
She didn't want to tell me, so I didn't bother prying.
As
So,
you guys are
She's a
chatting.
person? Another person?
yeah, she was a person. She's got a bow, got some swords on her. She
Oh.
looks rather capable.
Great. Definitely go talk to her. Hey, we found the guy's apprentice, Jonas. She's fixing the key, but it's not going to be ready till tomorrow. So we got some time to kill. Also,
Yeah.
we have to find a way to save her. So
You-
start thinking of ideas.
You found a real person or an automaton that doesn't just say
know
the same line over and again?
No, a real person. But
Oh.
she needs our help. And since we're heroes, we have to help her.
Yes, definitely a hero. Well, if you guys have searched this house, I am gonna go look at the other house I haven't been in. So, Reed, let's go.
Did your friend look like she needed any help or assistance?
She didn't look like she wanted assistance from me or anybody.
I don't think she'll want assistance from you, Atlas, because you might poke her in the eye with a blade.
Oh, well, I'm sure that won't happen if you're nearby to attack me.
Well, I'm just doing what needs to
Hero.
be done. I am a hero. In fact, and I'm going to use a bonus action to change my cloak to be like a crimson, like Superman red color. And I'm like, look at me. How's this look? I think this is fitting.
Is red a color that's synonymous with heroes from where you're from?
I've heard that some heroes wear capes like this. I think it looks pretty good.
Interesting. Where I'm from, red is the color of homosexuals.
Oh,
I will note that. Good day.
great.
And I just fucking carry on.
All the more fitting for it to be my color then.
So Dorhan folds up. Looking very heroic there, Felix.
Oh, thanks.
So as you guys are coming up, walking towards, and Jack's coming down and kind of explaining to you at the inn, as you're having that conversation, Atlas and Felix, you can both see past Jack, and you see a female cloaked, she's got a cloak up, bow across her back, leaving the inn, walking up towards the north path of you guys are heading towards.
Oh, hey, hello.
So the figure stops and doesn't fully turn, but just looks over her shoulder towards you.
Oh, great. Yeah, hi, I'm Felix Tinkerspark. I was wondering if we could talk for a minute or so.
So she walks over, slowly walking to approach you. If you want to roll a perception check.
Do I see this from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can both roll.
15.
I am like stopping to see the interaction. I was heading towards the blacksmith, but
Yeah, you would have seen for sure.
sorry, what perception you said?
Yeah. Not that it needs to be higher than what it is already.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, 20.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
You
So-
remember my passive perception, right?
I do. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Just seeing if it, you might get a 20.
Yeah. Okay.
So as you guys, she's starting to walk towards Felix now. You both get a good look. Felix, you being closer, Atlas, you can get a good look now. So she looks kind of human. Long blonde hair flowing out the front of the hood. She's a little bit larger than a normal female human. Probably maybe about 6'3". Bow strapped across her back. So you got the weather-worn leather. You can tell very muscular, very nimble. She curls up. She's got a cloak that kind of covers, you can almost just see the front part of her face. It's almost covering her eyes and just the hair coming out, and almost covering her mouth as well. Just almost a gap coming out the front of her face. So she approaches Felix, and she gets down on one knee. You wish to talk, little one?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people around here to talk to. Are you the... Sorry, what did Jonas say? That was it Seraph? Or
Seraph.
what was the name that...
Yeah, Seraph.
Are you Seraph?
Indeed I am, little one. Do you mind if
Oh.
and she reaches out towards your scale mail.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, have a look.
So she kind of peeks down, pulls it out just an inch, and looks down and sees your key, and kind of just puts a hand on your chest. And I'm so sorry that you've landed here, little one.
Oh, don't be. I mean, it's been a pretty great adventure so far, and you're definitely who I was looking to talk to, so things are even looking more up. I heard that you have some knowledge on how we can potentially disable or remove these collars.
The control collars, and she lifts down to show you that she's also got a control collar on.
Yeah, I thought Jonas said that you had some knowledge on them. I'm hoping to get hers removed, and well, maybe we could get yours off too.
I don't think that's possible. The item I used to give me the littlest bit of freedom is gone. And she shows you on her marking on the necklace. There's like one tiny little scratch on one of the left, where the emblem is a circle and the two lines. The one line has like a little scratch in it.
Well, there has to be a way. Nothing's unbeatable.
It was made with sanguine and can only be destroyed with sanguine, and there's none here. You should try and escape while you can, little one.
I thought there was some deep in the mine, though.
The mine's been emptied and it's been closed in. It's been destroyed for years.
I don't think so. I think they just abandoned it because there was some monsters down there. If we go take care of those, maybe we can find some more, and then we can solve all these problems.
I'm slowly making my way up to this conversation.
Okay. It was years ago that the sanguine ran dry. That's why Lord Vamoria went to aggressive tactics. I don't think there's anything down there. If there was, he would have found it. And she stands back up fully on both feet, like stands straight up again.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I wish you all the best. If you venture into the mine, I wish you all the best. And she
Oh, well, I've already
turns-
been in there, actually.
And she spins around. How did you enter the mine?
Oh, we found our way in through, I don't know, some weird building on a different part of this land.
I thought the
Well,
mine was all
actually, we were on a
closed off.
ship, and then the ship crashed, and then we washed up on a beach. But I don't really remember how the ship crashed because I don't really have any memory of it because we fell asleep. And then we were looking for something. And we ran into some people, and then we went to the forest. And then in the forest, there was a building, and then inside the building, there was a statue, and we had to turn these statues, and then the floor opened up, and we went down, and there was all this bright light, and then a hole opened up in the wall, and then these weird zombies came out of the wall, and I threw grease on the ground, and then we killed them all, and then we went through the hole in the wall, and we found the mine.
So as you're saying all this, she gets a little smile, you can see, and she gets a little bit closer, and she kind of puts her hand on your head a little bit and just kind of tassels your hair. It's okay, little one. I know things can be exciting. Please try to keep your cool. I know the story only too well. And she pulls down the leather just enough that you can see the top of where the key would be, this huge indent in her chest, like a triangle pointing upwards, and pulls it back up. Please, little one, try and escape while you can. Don't let my fate be yours.
Wait, so you had one of these keys, and it was taken out of you?
Indeed. Lord Vamoria, that is his goal. He needs to remove the keys, and he has yet to find out how to do it successfully.
But yours is gone?
And it was destroyed when it was removed.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, then that's the trick. I'll just figure out how to remove the keys and keep them intact, and then I'll use that to remove the collars. The solution is clear.
And I wish you all the best. And she smiles at you. And she stops and turns and looks at Atlas. And she just kind of nods ahead. She doesn't say anything. She kind of like nods ahead and kind of question, almost like a question mark towards Atlas.
I'm just like making my way closer. I'm just waving.
Hello.
She approaches, gets down on one knee again. Very strange. What are you?
My name is Atlas. What is your name?
My name's Seraph. Do you also have a key?
I believe so, but mine is different. I believe. I'm
Interesting.
not sure.
And is that how
They
you're
tell
able?
me I do.
Is that how you're able to talk independently without specific commands?
I believe my creator had granted me those gifts, as some of people would put them. I believe. Are you Sarah?
Indeed, I am.
Then you know my creator, Dr. Reditus.
And then she gets a smile. Dr. Veritas, he was a great man. Yes, he's been gone for a few years now. They took him to Centaurium, I hear.
Oh, Centaurium. Unfortunately, I've never met him. Well, I mean, I have met him, but I don't remember meeting him. My memory banks, I believe, have been wiped, so I'm hoping to find him. You said he went to Centaurium?
I believe that's true. However, he was very ill. He was ill since the moment I met him. He was doing work with Lord Vermoria, Lord Vermoria seemed to be able to do something to slow whatever illness it was. And then he left. It was almost immediate overnight. There was no warning.
Oh. Do you know if his departure was of his choice?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Very well.
Jonas might know. She was very much attached to Dr. Veritas.
I'm sorry, who might know?
Jonas.
Jonas, yes. Lovely lady. Spoke to Jonas. Well, she spoke quite a bit. Took a bit of
Yes.
processing power.
She tends to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she didn't really tell me. She did have a note. But
Yes, that goodbye note. Yes, she holds on to that dearly.
do you know why she holds on to it so dearly? Other than for sentimental reasons?
From what I understand, he was like a father to her, so it's understandable.
And all that, and that's the only thing that he had left behind?
I can only assume that that's all he could do. If he was rushed away, perhaps that's the only time he had.
Did he ever mention me?
You? No, I've never heard of an Atlas before.
And he had mentioned any automatons that he made prior to arriving here?
I knew he'd done experiments, but I haven't heard of anything specific. It was him and Lord Vermoria that developed these automatons you see running the city here. Lord Vermoria's had some way to bind flesh to the automatons. It was a combination of talents, I suppose you could say.
Oh, so that wasn't just Dr. Elias, that was a work from both of them? The flesh and the metal?
That's correct, yes.
All very peculiar.
It is a strange circumstance, to be sure. Can I suggest, though, little ones, please, whatever it is you're trying to do here, please try to escape while you can. It's only a matter of time until he finds you. I don't know how he hasn't found you. And puts on one of these collars and takes your keys. Whether it be successfully or not, your lives will be over if you remain here.
These collars, did Dr. Veritas help him make them?
No, definitely not. This was not of his doing.
Okay.
He would never
Did he
condone
have a
something
collar
like this.
himself?
I never seen a collar on Dr. Veritas. From what I understand, everything in the beginning was meant to be a positive for the world. He only wanted healing and health for people.
Okay, well, if I can be assistance, please let me know. That is my one job and priority.
Hey, if you knew him, do you think that he would have wanted, in terms of wanting healing and assistance for people, do you think if somebody wasn't injured, that he would create an injury in order to have an injury to repair? Do you think he would ever do something like that?
Well, funny you should mention that. Because during some of the experimentations for healing techniques, if it was a specific healing technique being developed, he would have to create the wound that technique was developed for. So it was acute circumstances, but the circumstances may have presented themselves.
Wow. Maybe this guy isn't as great as we thought.
So she starts to stand up now, kind of pulls her hood a little bit more. I must go. I have limited time in the city. Please consider leaving here while you can. And she starts to turn around to leave.
Goodbye. Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna turn and start heading to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I'm going to follow Atlas and I'll say, so maybe Atlas, the problem isn't actually an error in your programming after all. Maybe your creator just kind of fucked up.
I'm just ignoring him and heading to the blacksmith.
Okay. Doron's just again kind of being. Doron is not happy with this situation whatsoever, and is trying to keep as many of you in eye range as he can. So he's backing up. He's keeping you guys in range. He's trying to keep an eye if Darius leaves the house. He does not look pleased whatsoever with the entire situation being out in the open here. So as you guys are heading over towards the blacksmith, we have Darius. What are you doing?
Jonas?
What is it? I'm kind of busy trying to get this key done for everyone.
Sorry, I'm a little caught up on the fact that we're somehow related.
Oh, I don't think that could be true. As I said before, I'm really special, and I think special people are all by themselves, and they don't have brothers or sisters. Do you have a brother or sister? Did you know you have a brother or sister? Do you have a brother or sister? Do you know that I'm your sister? That doesn't make any sense to me. And she just keeps...
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about my family. My father didn't really like me. I was kind of a free-spirited person, so he basically disowned me. Do you know your parents?
And she's looking a little bit like, ugh, like rolling her eyes right now. It's kind of turns around to stop what she's doing to talk to you. No, I didn't know my parents. No, I got well known on my island because I was helping people, and I would find people and help them and fix things. And then a man came and he said that I had special talents and that I would be useful. I'd be able to help lots of people and in a different place. And he brought me on the boat, and I met Dr. Veritas, and he taught me lots of things. But I didn't meet my parents, and I don't know who I was with on the island, really. I only have memories from when I was really, really young, but I was always by myself, and I was always exploring and finding things, and I found like special metals, and I was playing with that, and I would build things and make things, and I found that was really exciting, so I tried to do that as much as I could because I was all by myself, so I had to find things that I like to do. And yeah, I don't remember my parents, no.
Okay. And you don't know how old you are?
I don't know how old am I. No, I do not.
Can I, like, perceive any, like, roughly what age she is?
Roll a medicine check.
Come on, give me a good roll. I've been rolling like shit tonight. 19.
Okay. So, if you had to age her, it's very strange because she is very small for an elf, so trying to work out her age is a little bit difficult. But you would say she's probably about 60 years old.
Okay, thank God. No illegitimate children. That's good. All right. 60. Whoa. Oh my God!
And Jack, what are you doing while these conversations are going on?
Jack is just gonna go and try and walk into this building.
Oh, right. Yes, that building. Okay. Alrighty. So before Jack goes in, you want to take a 5-minute break? Go peas, drinks, whatever we need to do.
All right.
Excellent.
Alrighty. We'll be back in 5. Jay. It was like nothing, and oh my God.
I was like, wait, 60. That means, and I was like, oh my God, this could be my mom.
Is that where your mind went?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love it. You just never know. There's so many question marks in this campaign. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Or maybe no, that wouldn't make sense. She couldn't be my grandma. I don't think. Actually, how old am I?
He asks himself. All right.
Listen, I'm an elf too. I lost track of my age a while
I know,
ago.
right? Well, it's tough, man. The aging was kind of weird, you know?
Well, especially half elves, because they age like a human until they hit 25, and then everything slows down.
That's what makes it tricky. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Let's see. Who is in the Twitch chat?
The meme on that.
I don't have any of the chats up so I don't get distracted. Joel! He was the father in the mines with the lead pipe. I love it. Violated those down mine. That's hilarious. Father in the mines with the lead pipe. Colonel Mustard in the dining room.
I'm 35. I had to put go back through our chat.
Yeah. So she's just a little older than you then?
Well, she's 25 years older, which makes it feasible.
What, that she's your mom?
Yeah. Or my aunt. Which I guess aunt makes more sense because unless she married my dad, I don't know.
Auntie.
She's not old enough to be my grandma, though.
Hey, what the heck?
What?
No, I just popped over to the chat and just seen
Oh yeah,
the hype train and
half elves
stuff.
age in D&D. They age like a human until they're 25, and then their aging slows down.
25, huh?
Yeah.
That's half elves.
Yeah. I don't know how normal elves age.
Why don't you know everything, Darius?
It's one thing I didn't want to look into because I hate my father.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, just so you know, that was pure improv based off the dream I had the other session.
What? Hating your father?
Yeah.
All right. I won't call him.
What's that?
Welcome back. Yeah, if anybody's in the chat, guys, I don't have the chat up while we're doing the game, so I appreciate everybody popping in. I think somebody got a sub and stuff in there. There was a little hype train I missed, so whoever you were, thank you very much. I think Joel was in there throwing some subs, so thank you, my dude. Appreciate it.
I have the chat up, so that was why I said the half-elf thing again.
Oh, okay.
So somebody asked if they age like Lord of the Rings. I don't know how they age in Lord of the Rings, but... But technically, it would be that the Lord of the Rings elves age like they do in D&D, since D&D has been around since, like...
It's the dawn of man.
I know the books came out super early, though, so they may have came out around the same time, actually.
Well, D&D started, what, in the 70s? Late 70s?
It was late 70s or early 80s. I know in the 80s it became big, and then everybody thought it was a cult.
Yeah.
No, they can't. They're not immortal. They can't choose to live eternally. They will eventually die of old age. It's just they live to be like 180.
Oh, Lord of the Rings came out in 1954.
Yeah, there you go.
Oof. Dang, that's way before I thought it was.
D&D was created in 1974. So, elves age like Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings. It's been a lot of talking. I never predict how much talking I have to do. You just need to get to the tournament. He's staying true. He's staying steady.
What's that noise?
It's either an air fryer or a microwave.
It's an air fryer. It's my air fryer. I'm heating up some Jamaican patties.
Nice. They just did air fryer nacho.
Yes, that would also be good.
Super.
But I lack a couple of the key ingredients for that.
Salt?
Actually, I just lack one key ingredient. Because I have taco mix in my cupboard. I have ground beef. I have cheese. I have no nachos.
Ah. Oops.
Although I might have tortillas. I could probably just throw them in the oven.
Sounds like a lot of work to me.
Yeah. Especially since my air fryer, like the actual like container is really small.
Oh yeah, we upgraded that shit right away.
Yeah. It's on my list, except there's so many things on my list.
Is there like a really bad red hue on me?
It's
Yeah,
more
you look
orange, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just an orange man.
That's
I am.
better.
I'm related
like-
to Donald J. Trump.
Luke Trump? Yeah. Oh.
It was so contrast to your background that it actually looked like your background was fake.
Like this is like if I have
We
my
think everyone's
D&D
background's
done,
fake.
Yeah.
No, that's not
this
true.
is my
Mine's
actual
not even in
room,
his
but
living room.
my computer's like right here, and it's got 3 like purplishly orange lights on it, and I just feel like this is like the one time I've noticed a color difference. But let me try changing my color.
I can't find the remote for my lights.
There you go.
Awesome.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
I
see
look
your
normal now.
beautiful, handsome face now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
Gotta give him
Hey
something.
man, you could be nice.
Can't be bashing him all the
It
time.
was.
I could have been way more mean.
So true. All right. So yeah, as you resume, you guys still in the city. Darius kind of ending his conversation with Jonas. Jack was about to enter the building that nobody's been into yet, and Atlas was heading over to the blacksmith. Felix, after the conversation with Seraph, where were you heading to after that?
Oh, I'm following Atlas.
Atlas, okay, cool. All right, so you guys are heading over there. So, Jack, as you reach the building at the corner, you see that Reen actually doesn't completely follow you. Reen stops at the side of this building. He doesn't move further from there. She just sits there and watches you.
Jack is a little confused, and he's gonna look to her and go, "Is everything all right?"
She just lets out a little, "Huh?" Like the acknowledgement that everything's fine.
Okay. And he's going to open the door.
Okay. So the door is not locked. And you see a dwarven gentleman sitting on a chair. They're very familiar to what you've seen at the blacksmith. Roll a perception check.
19.
Okay. So it looks a little bit haggard, but you can see, like the blacksmith, parts of him are automaton, parts of him are for flesh. You see a strange looking chest, similar to the one you've seen in the inn in the corner of the room. You see sort of bottles and flasks and things like that. You can pretty much tell that this is where any potions or anything you would be buying would be in this store. And there's a kind of little picture of him. See, he's all kind of bearded up, and he's sitting motionless behind a desk.
Jack is going to walk in, and he's going to walk straight up to the desk.
Okay, roll a perception check.
I rolled another 19.
Okay. So as you enter the room, you see to the right-hand side of the door, beside the door frame, kind of behind you as you're walking in, you see a figure fully cloaked, just leaning against the wall.
Jack is going to take a look at him. Does he seem armed or anything?
The guy at the wall or the guy behind the desk?
The guy at the wall.
No. He's standing there. He's got a hood pulled down. He's standing with his arms crossed. It's quite large. He's about 6'5" in height.
Jack's going to ignore him, and he's going to go up to the guy at the desk.
Okay. So as you get within 10 feet, you see this guy. He kind of stands up. No smile, just a straight face. What do you want? Are you a miner? Valmorian? A servant?
I'm a miner, and I'm here to purchase goods.
Do you want strength? Healing? Glow pot? Or are you making a deposit?
Healing.
Healing. 25 gold. Puts out his hand.
These are potions, correct?
Healing 25 gold.
Alright, whatever. He throws 25 gold at him.
It bounces right off his chest and hits the floor, and he's standing there with his hand out.
Not literally throws it, but he's going to give him 25 gold.
Okay. He takes the 25 gold. He doesn't even say thanks. He just turns around. He goes to the chest. He touches it. You see a flicker light of the chest. It opens. He places the gold in. You see a flicker, and he lifts out a red bottle, which you recognize to be a regular healing potion. He comes over, and he just hands it out to you.
Excellent. I'm going to go take it, and
Okay.
then
No,
I'm
this
going to turn around and start to walk out, but I'm going to go kind of up to the figure
Okay.
and go afternoon.
As you turn around to go towards the door, the figure is not there.
All right, that's alarming. I'm going to put a few points into wizard and blow this whole building up. All right, I guess Jack is a little taken back a little bit, and he's just going to make his way out somewhat cautiously of the building.
Okay.
And see if Reen is still there.
Okay, Reen is still sitting exactly where she was before. And as you leave, you see the dwarven guy sit back in his original position in the chair.
I think you have better intuition than me sometimes, Reen. I guess next time I'll listen to you.
She just
And
kind of
he's-
nods her head almost at you.
And he's gonna kind of just like run his hand across her head in a petting fashion.
Okay.
And say we should probably go catch up with the others, and I'll let them know what I just saw. And he's going to start walking towards. I don't know if Jack saw them go to the blacksmith, but I guess he's going to go up to Dorhan at this point. He's just going to.
So as you put your hand kind of through, she leans into it as you kind of patting her, and then you guys start walking towards. You see Dorhan kind of standing still, kind of at the ready outside the blacksmith, and you just see kind of the tail end of Gunnar as Felix, Atlas, and Gunnar enter the blacksmith. So you guys in the blacksmith, what do you want to do?
All right, so I want to.
Hello, blacksmith.
Okay, so he stands up. Greetings, minor Vanmorian servant.
Minor.
Would you like a hammer, axe, bucket, or making a deposit?
I would like to make a deposit.
What are you depositing? And he puts out his hand.
I'm going to mime handing him. Shit, what is this stuff called? Stuff we're supposed to be finding.
Sanguine?
Yeah.
Sanguine.
I'm gonna pretend to put it in his hand.
Okay. What amount?
This amount.
No weight registered. What amount?
£1.
1
I
pound.
just turned
said
to
Green.
Felix. I'm just like,
He's standing, hand outstretched. "30 seconds goes by, and he sits back down.
Huh.
um,
I look around the room for something that weighs about a pound.
There's some tools, some mallets, some picks over on the table. You can pick.
I'll go grab like a smaller tool, like a mallet or something, and I'll hand it to Atlas.
Okay.
I can try giving him this.
Good idea. But hold on.
and I just throw it in my mouth and I chew it, and then I like go work it in my mouth into like crumbled pieces of metal, so it's not like in the shape of the mallet.
Okay.
Mr. Blacksmith?
Welcome. Miner, Fomorian, or servant?
Minor.
It's like a hammer, an axe,
Deposit.
bucket, or making it into... Press 0 right away.
1 pound.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Depositing what?
That stuff.
That stuff. How much?
Sanguine. 1 pound.
Sanguine. 1 pound. Hand is outstretched.
And I just
I literally spit the pieces into his hand. Just like,
Okay. So yeah, you see how this spit it out? Is it some type of drool, perhaps liquid on it?
No.
It's just completely dry. Into the blacksmith's hand. Thank you. Deposit accepted. He turns, goes over to the chest in the corner, touches it. You see a light.
I want to follow him
opens.
to the chest.
Okay. So he goes over. He touches it. The chest
Sorry.
opens up.
How big is the chest?
It's about 2 foot. 2 foot by about 1.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when he opens the chest.
So he touches the chest, and the top of the chest opens.
Okay, I want to get right in there and look in the chest.
Okay, so roll an investigation check.
When I do that, I kind of yell back to Felix. I'm like,
grab my feet if I fall.
and then investigation check is 15.
Okay, so as it opens up, as he touches it in his flashlight, and it opens up, and you get a look in. There's nothing else in there. It looks like just the bottom of a chest, and he places the material in it, and the chest immediately closes again and flashes light. He stands up and turns. Deposit rejected. And he goes down and sits on the chair.
Okay, can I open the chest up?
You can try. Roll a strength check.
Mm. 19.
Okay. So you
Probably
put your tiny little hands in the side of the lid. You push it up, and it does open, and it's empty.
So even the deposit that I put in there is no longer in there?
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay.
What's in the
Felix.
chest, Atlas?
Come over here.
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Look.
There's nothing. Wait,
It's empty.
where'd everything go?
Go grab another tool.
I'll go find the next closest tool.
Okay. Yeah,
It's around.
easy enough. There's a mallet still on the table.
Yeah, we'll grab another mallet.
Put it
You know-
put it in.
Can we? Does it fit, or do we need to chew this up? How big's the chest? Big enough?
Just big enough. Yeah, it's 2
Okay.
foot wide, 1.5 kind
Yeah.
of
Okay.
depth.
Drop the mallet into the chest.
Okay.
Okay, I closed the lid, but not completely. Just kind of maybe a quarter-inch cracked.
Sure.
I want to know if anything happens.
Okay. So
I
as
want
you
to I'm peering through the crack. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. So as you're closing it, just keeping it enough just so you can get a bead on seeing the mallet inside, and the mallet's still there.
Okay, I'm going to close it completely.
Okay, you close it. You just hear it closed, metal against metal.
Okay.
This is clearly not working. Any ideas?
It must have something to do with how the blacksmith interacts with it.
Is this big enough for me to get in?
Not depth-wise, no. Like,
No.
no. I mean, you can certainly try. He's got a hammer. You've got a metal body.
Yikes!
Um.
So So you can ponder on what you want to do next.
Yeah,
Let's pop
okay, let
on
me
over
think.
and check in with Darius. What are you doing over there?
Okay, so I just finished determining she was 60, right? And she had just finished saying something. Oh yeah, she didn't know how old she was.
Didn't know how old. No.
Have you ever had any kids?
She just spins around and just, kids? No, I'm practically a kid myself. Silly. And she does like a little flick of her wrist. Goes back to working again.
Right. All right. Realizing I'm not going to get anything out of her, I'm just going to head to the inn.
Okay.
And the creepy haunted door that's like slamming open and closed in front of me.
All right, so you're heading out there. Okay, so as you go out, you see Jack. You're now approaching. You've seen Atlas and Felix. The back of them kind of go into the blacksmith. The horn is standing in front of you. Reen's walking with you. You kind of see Darius coming up towards. What do you want to do, Jack?
I'm going straight to Dorhan with Reen,
Okay.
and just gonna say, like, report to him, like, hey, that's like a potion store, and there's a weird figure in there. And when I walked in, I saw him. When I turned around, he was gone. So I can tell you're being ever vigilant, and we appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. We all do. But I figured that information might make you a little more alert. And from this point on, I've done all the searching I want to do. So I, too, will be on alert with you.
So that's where we can get some healing potions. That most certainly will be more useful than what we've been to so far. Now, you said there was a suspicious figure. Can you describe them? Was it this Seraph that we were speaking to earlier? Felix and Atlas was speaking to. The hooded figure, was that who it was?
Negative. It was a taller figure and a black cloak. Couldn't see the face. And I literally turned around, talked to the guy behind the counter, turned around, gone.
Okay, so...
Also, I bought a potion.
Good for you. Good for you. So, when you turned, you had your back to the figure and they did not attack.
No, I have a feeling we're not going to run into any problematic people in this area yet.
I wouldn't be so sure. These people frozen in time around us. I have a fear that they could come back at any second.
I can handle them. I've seen you work. I think you can handle them.
Never overestimate your abilities.
I'll try not to. And Jack is going to be annoyed with Dorhan and walk away.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so Felix, Atlas, back into the blacksmith for now.
Mr. Blacksmith?
Okay, so
Hello?
he stands back up from his position.
Blacksmith. Minor, Vamorian, a servant.
Vamorian.
Shovel,
Wait, do we
wood
do that one
axe,
already?
skinning knife, or making a deposit.
Repeat.
Shovel, wood axe, skinning knife, or deposit.
Deposit.
What are we depositing?
Me.
What is required?
There's no response.
Repeat. Last deposit.
Last deposit. Sanguine. 1 pound. Rejected.
Repeat. Previous deposit.
Sanguine. 1 pound. Rejected.
Repeat. Previous deposit.
Oh no.
Sanguine. 1 pound. Rejected.
Okay,
I don't know
so I
that this
guess
is
he doesn't
going
have it.
anywhere.
Who? Deposit history.
Deposit what?
Fuck.
Well, this guy clearly isn't nearly as advanced as you are, Atlas. In most ways, anyway, other than the fact that he seems to have some biological parts. Did you do a full scan and determine if there's any amount of humanity in this guy, or is he fully a creation?
I did scan him already, didn't I?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I heard the
I don't
results
think
of that.
you scanned the blacksmith, did you?
Can't remember.
I don't think
I
you
don't-
did.
I will scan him now.
And if you did, we're doing a
Blacksmith,
nice little
what-
rescan.
What's that?
I said if you did, we're doing a rescan.
Yeah. Okay, here, I'll just... medicine, right?
Oh, you did because you. Yes, I remember now because you were able to ascertain that there was components in the workings within there mirrored a lot of the workings and components you knew about how you work.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to divide it with the fleshy part to see if he kind of has intelligence, if you want to do a medicine check.
You want me to do a medicine check?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Are you going
20.
right up to him to inspect him, or are you just visually?
So he's waiting for a command right now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Google,
Okay.
turn off background lamp.
In my programming, do I have aware of any subroutine commands that would allow me to like debug myself? Like, am I aware of any commands that my creator would have embedded in me to like give a status report of my operations?
You're not aware of any subroutines like that.
Okay. All right. So, yes, I will go up to him and inspect his fleshy bits.
Okay. So you're physically touching him to check, or you just visually?
Do I need to physically touch him to inspect his fleshy bits?
It depends how detailed you want to be.
I will visually inspect for now.
Okay.
And then if there's an area that I feel needs to be touched, I want
Okay.
to be aware of that.
Yeah.
I'll get real close though.
All right.
To
Let's
his fleshy bits.
Yes.
let's medicine it up.
I did 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Yeah. It's not a natural 20, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. All right.
So this kind of work has got to be dirty.
All right. Just give me 1 second here.
Oh, he didn't scan him, by the way. He tried to stab him.
I think. Oh, maybe it was a general perception when you walked in.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if I can grab. 1 second here.
Because I did ask like how
Oops.
I remember scanning him because I was trying to figure out if the flesh and the metal were like put together nicely, or they were like I was
Oh,
asking
yeah.
if they were hacked together.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So yeah, you do mention you get a better look, so you can see from the mannerisms and how everything's put together. You don't see anything that indicates a level of intelligence. His flesh looks like it's been like bound on. You can kind of see how it's joined where the metal almost continues inside the flesh. So it looks like almost like a wrapping as opposed to like a fleshy entity, if you will.
Is the flesh? Do I recognize the flesh as being real flesh or artificial?
You can definitely tell that it's real.
Okay.
I want to open his shirt and look at his chest.
Okay. Yeah, he lets you do that. You open it up, and it's there's kind of like half of it is metal plating, and the other half has like a flesh, like a man, like a humanoid chest.
Is there any on the chest? Is there any sort of remnants of what may be a hole or damage on the skin portion?
There is not.
Is there enough skin there that would it would be visible if he had a key prior. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You see half, basically, almost. It's not perfectly half, but pretty much half metal and half. And if there was something there, you would see it on that flesh side, and it doesn't look like that's the case.
Okay. Does he have a nipple?
He doesn't have a on the metal side, no, but on the flesh side, he does. Yes, it's about
Does have
1.5
a-
centimeters in diameter.
Just one nipple.
One nipple. Okay. What, half centimeter nipple?
1.5 centimeter. No, 1.5 centimeters.
Okay, sorry.
Can milk anything with nipples.
Okay. Okay. His face. How does his face look? And is it more like? Is there any metal to his face at all, or is it pretty much all flesh?
No, it's all flesh. It kind of looks like almost just kind of the top half. Like the top three, top kind of not fully half because half his chest is gone, but kind of like head, neck, half the chest. It looks like it's maybe not fully finished, or if it was there before, it's receded or something, but only part of it has the flesh.
Okay. Is there any like burn marks? So around his arms, like where the flesh stops and the metal starts, is there any like charring or burn marks around the edges or anything that would indicate that there used to be full coverage and they have lost?
No, it doesn't look like
No.
there's any kind of decay or burn or tearing or anything. It looks like this is kind of how it was made and left like that.
Okay. Would I be able to tell how old the flesh is in its stage? Because I'm guessing it's not actually having any sort of blood pumping through it, so
Yeah.
there would be a level decay setting in.
So roll an Arcana check.
That'll be 15.
Okay. So you can tell that this flesh or skin is older, but there's an essence to it that isn't natural.
Okay. Do I recognize that essence at all?
From your previous scans, it's similar to the
I'm gonna touch the nipple.
okay, perfect. Yeah, he activates. No, I'm just kidding.
A portal opens.
The sanguine erupts from the ground.
Oh my god. That's it. You beat the one shot.
Oh, did it? So yeah, from your previous scans, you can tell that this texture is similar to the sinew type stuff that you found in the webbing. So you can tell that that type of fluid or skin or flesh sinew, it's a similar type of structure.
Okay. And
All
he's
right.
still waiting for a command, right?
After 30 seconds, he sat back down.
He resets. Okay. Okay. Is there a manual nearby?
Do a manual inspection.
All right. Did you want to?
Felix,
Oh,
do you want to
Yeah.
do anything while you're in there? Or just observing?
Just observing.
Okay. Okay, so while you're doing that, we got Darius. We'll touch back with you, Darius. We haven't been there in a while. So you're heading over to the inn to get a drink.
Yep.
You're pointed that way by Jack. So, yeah, you can go ahead in if you so wish.
Yes.
Okay.
I will approach the bartender.
Okay, so as you go in, you see kind of what you see in the map. There's a little stage there, a couple of tables, not much food or anything, just an empty bowl sitting by one of the chairs and an empty mug. You see the kind of barkeep, he's a tiefling, kind of resting. As you get a little bit closer, he kind of perks up a little bit. You see this large smile across the face. Like, welcome to the inn. Mine of Amorian a servant.
Fomorian.
Food, supplies, I'll make a deposit.
Can I get 3 pints of ale, please?
3 pints of ale. Very well. 5 gold.
And I give him 5 gold.
Okay. So he takes it outstretched hand. You place it in, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So you see him roll to a chest underneath the stairs. He touches the side. There's a flash of light. It opens up. He puts the money in. There's another flash of light, and he lifts the ale out. It's on a tray. Lifts it out. And although you see now he's on wheels wheeling, he is perfectly steady. He brings this tray right across to you and places it on the bar.
Do the pints have handles?
They do.
I'm just gonna hook them by the handles and go and sit at a table
Okay.
and begin
Very good.
drinking.
Okay. So he kind of deactivates, kind of bows his head a little bit, and he's resting by the bar again.
I'm drinking alone.
Sounds good. All right, Jack. So, what are you up to? You went and spoke to Jahorn.
You mean Dorhan?
Yeah, I've adapted. You guys now.
Jack is just taking point at the kind of like the opposite side of where Dorhan is, and he is currently also on guard, looking around.
Okay. All right, so everybody's kind of on guard. Darius doing his thing. Right now, you've
Felix.
probably got
Sorry,
about
go
4 or 5 o'clock right now, in regards to time.
All right. Who we going to?
So, well, who wants to do anything next? You've kind of Felix and Atlas, anyone kind of actively doing something right now. If you guys want to take the lead.
So Jonas turn.
Okay. Should we? This ain't. All right.
All right. Okay. So,
Felix.
so Jack, do you guys? Sorry, were you guys gonna do something?
I'd like to try, but if I want to make sure that if anyone else is doing anything else.
Sounds like everybody else is pretty much on standby right now. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Felix. I feel like there's a way we want to figure out where this chest is leading. Do you have any ideas on how we can kind of, I don't know, figure out where it goes to?
I don't know. I mean, we don't have any way to activate it. I guess if we tell the
There has to be a way to
blacksmith.
trick it.
I'm just a little concerned. What if the thing that got rejected was destroyed?
That is true. Do we have like do we have anything that we can put in that we would be able to like monitor from afar? that isn't alive?
So, I had a thought. While I'm in the bar, I'm gonna chug my drinks and I'm gonna run back to Jonas's house.
Okay.
So
Good enough.
whenever they're done, just catch up to that.
Okay, you're mildly tipsy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Felix and Atlas, go ahead.
Any ideas? Anything like that?
No, nothing I can think of that I
I
have.
just
on
grab him
hand.
by the cuff and I just like shake him like.
Come on, man! You're so smart! You tell us all the time! Figure it out!
Well, I try and make something, I guess, but
I slap him across the face.
Doran comes running
Move
in here and
better,
yelling,
come
"What's
on,
going on?"
time is
He's got his
ticking.
sword. What's going on? What's the yelling?
I take 1 damage from that slap.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, we're just trying
No,
to
we're just-
figure
We're
out what
problem solving. It's all good. We're good.
What is this?
And he just gestures towards the blacksmith guy.
Oh, that's the blacksmith. He can pretend to make things.
Hey,
That
Mr.
doesn't seem
Blacksmith.
useful at all. Why are we wasting time here?
Well, it is quite fascinating. I mean, he seems to be a full automaton, but he has like human flesh on him, which, I mean, I guess is really kind of fucked up.
Really, we're kind of more interested in this magical chest that delivers packages somewhere. I'm assuming
He even has a real nipple.
he does. I touched it.
I believe you.
You can come here. He won't move.
I don't
Come
need
here.
to come here. What do I need to be here for?
Touch it, Doran.
I don't care about a chest. I need to get you
Doran.
finishing this ridiculous mission you've accepted so we can get you to where we're supposed to go.
I mosey over to Dorhan and I reach out my hand.
Doran. Take my hand.
Dorhan looks very strangely, but he does reach out and give you his hand.
Come.
I lead him over.
Okay, he reluctantly kind of follows you.
Look at him, Doran.
I can see him. I don't need to be this close to see him.
I move his hand and press it against his chest.
He does not push his hand. He reluctantly.
No, that's okay. I believe you. I don't need to touch him.
Doran.
And I just place my metal finger over his lips.
Okay. Doran looks very strangely at you, but doesn't say anything.
Place your hand on his chest.
No, thank you.
Okay.
And he pulls away.
Mr. Blacksmith?
Okay, he stands back up again.
The blacksmith, mine of Amorian a servant.
Servant.
What lord do you serve?
Dorhan?
Doran, what lord do you serve?
I just like nudge him.
I only serve the magistrate. Magistrate Hammond.
Does he say anything? Like, does it react to that at all?
No.
Lord
Wait, what lords do we know?
Felix. What
Vimoria?
lord do we know? Lord Vimoria.
Fomorian. Shovel, wood axe, skinning knife for deposit.
Oh, Jesus.
No. Return. Previous menu. Damn robots.
Atlas finally getting some good vengeance.
Did he not react to Lord Vimoria?
He did.
Oh, okay, that was it. Okay, so I said, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Repeat.
He doesn't say anything for repeat.
Call operator.
0.
0. Okay, Felix. Just hit him with your hammer really hard.
And I just sigh.
Well, I don't think he seems to be malfunctioning, so I'm not sure that that'll help.
God damn it, you're right.
I'm not sure what to do. The other thing we put in the chest is still there, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
Open
I
the
feel like
chest.
there's a
double
way
check.
to work through his menu system. Mr. Blacksmith. Who do you serve?
Lord Vimoria.
All right.
Progress. Mr. Blacksmith, when was the last time you interacted with your Lord Vimoria?
Lord Vimoria.
Mm-hmm. Deep.
This programming just doesn't seem to be that complex. I'm not sure we're going to get many more answers out of him.
Mr. Blacksmith, where is Lord Vimoria?
Lord Vimoria.
Felix, I don't know if we're gonna get more answers out of him.
Agreed.
Should we stab him in the eye with a scalpel?
No, I'm not sure that that's the best option. Well, you know, actually, this
Let's
is
try it.
interesting. Atlas, would you say that he's less alive than you?
Well, yes, we're having a conversation.
But he's an automaton, and so are you.
Yeah, but I'm not alive either. We're both automatons.
So do you think it's okay to harm automatons?
I don't see it as harm if he's not alive.
So you're not alive either then?
Correct.
Oh. Well, why'd you care that I hit you with a hammer then?
Hurt! I have built-in censorship commands.
Wait, do you actually feel pain?
I feel damage, but
I feel bits that tell me I hurt.
oops, sorry. Malfunction. I have systems that allow me to assess damage protocols, and the more damage, the more I have to repair, thus, the more, as you would put it, frustration ensues, as it is time spent repairing myself instead of helping others.
So while you guys mull over that, Darius, you've reached the place you wanted to reach.
I blast through the door like.
Jonas like jumps up, really scared. Oh my goodness! What's going on? What's going on?
Auntie Jonas, I have a question.
Why are you calling me auntie?
Because you're my auntie. What else would you be? It doesn't matter. Listen, you said you do the automaticaton things, right?
I fix the automatons if they're malfunctioning. Yes.
Right. Okay. So when they touch the chest, there's a fancy light. What is that all about?
Well, that's how the things that they need, that's how they get transported. Of course, they can't just keep all the things there.
Where do they get transported to?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably like a vault deep in the mansion or something. You wouldn't be out here with us.
So it gets sent to Lord Dushmoria or whatever his name is.
Lord Vamoria, I would expect so. If there was anything of value, it would definitely be around there. You wouldn't keep anything that was worth anything where somebody else could get it.
Okay, shh. Now, Auntie, you said that there hasn't been anybody here for a while, right?
Could you stop calling me auntie? I'm not very comfortable with that, actually. I'm not very comfortable at all.
Fine.
Yes, it's been a while. Yes.
And I just run out of the house. I'm running towards the blacksmith now.
Okay. She looks severely
Also
confused
yelling,
as you run
like-
out the door.
I'm shouting to the party. Guys!
Felix,
So,
I have an idea. But Darius is shouting outside, and by my calculations, he sounds intoxicated, so we might have to deal with that first. But I have an idea.
Guys!
Jack,
Okay.
you also obviously hear Darius running through screaming.
You said you can manufacture bags of holding?
I can, yeah, but it takes a long time. I'm gonna have to pull some of the magic I've infused into something else to do it.
Okay. Let's go see Darius.
Guys! Why aren't you listening to me?
Doron comes charging out. Darius, what's wrong? What's wrong? He's got sword at the ready.
We might be in trouble.
Where is it? Where's the trouble?
Well, I mean, it was and I point up towards the mansion. So hold on. Remember how when we were down in the bottom, and the guy was like, "Lord Vamoria should have ripped those things out of your chest. How are you still alive?" And I was all like, "He let us go," and then he didn't believe me, but he kind of believed me, and then we came here, and then Auntie Jonas said that she said nobody has been here in a while, and then those weird guys with the robot parts were touching the chests and they were lighting up. They send all that stuff to Vamoria. He probably knows we're here. It's probably not safe. We might be in trouble. I don't think we should stay much longer. And I collapse on the ground.
I've been saying this for a long time. We shouldn't be here at all.
I
We have to
scan
be
him,
here.
and I ascertain he only has a very mild blood alcohol level, and 90% of his drunkenness is an act.
No, I'm actually drunk.
I thought you said you're like my little bit of
He
buzz.
said it. But I chugged 3 beers with
Oh,
him.
I
like,
didn't know you chugged. I thought you
Yeah,
didn't know
he
you
chugged it and
all
then
three.
ran out because he had this epiphany or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you just ran out.
No, I drank all of them.
Okay.
I spent 5 gold on that. I'm not leaving that behind.
So Jack, while this was all happening, you're still kind of just watching up where you were?
Was this all loud enough? I mean, I know he
Oh,
was
yeah.
yelling.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I wasn't being quiet.
Yeah.
So
Very much
Jack
so.
would kind of start wandering over there and be like, well, where's there to go? It's either up to the mansion or, I mean, Dorhan, do you even know which way we need to be going at this point?
I don't. I just want to find a way out of here.
We can't leave yet. We still have things to do here, and we're waiting for the key to be repaired so we can help the mine. And then we need to find a way to help
genius.
Jonas.
How do we help the mine if we're dead?
Well, we're not going to be dead.
You don't know that. Everybody says Lord Vimaria is a big scary guy, and he
Yeah,
takes
but-
these things, and he turns us into those spider people. I
But
don't want
we're
to be a spider
heroes.
person.
Yeah, but we're heroes. We're going to
Uh-huh.
save everybody.
You know what the difference between heroes and idiots are? Not dying.
3 beers.
I
No.
know that if you are champion of the tournament, you get lots of access to things and power. Perhaps that might be the best course of action to fix all of the problems in one fell swoop. What do you
So obsessed
say?
with this tournament. Why do you want this tournament to happen so badly?
It's happening at all times. It's happening.
Wait, hold on. All the time?
That's right.
Dorhan, at this point, besides the trips, how many of these trips have you even made? And it sounds like that all these trips are in vain for the contestants because they get dropped off on this godforsaken island and tortured and played with. So do we even know if a tournament's ever been finished, or it's always just a ploy to get this shit in our chest?
There is dozens of contestants every year going to the tournament. This sprinkle here is nothing in the sea of what has happened.
Hey, don't call us sprinkles. We've done pretty good for ourselves, thank you.
Darius,
What?
how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm great. Can you get up right now?
Yeah, and I stand up, but I'm like wobbling back and forth. I think I'm standing up straight and like wonderfully.
Do you have that bag on you?
It's my bag. Why do you want my bag?
I have an idea. Do you want
No.
to help with it?
Depends what the idea is. You're not taking my bag. It's my bag.
You can let me borrow the bag?
I don't trust you.
Come with me.
No, you have death plants living in you.
I could have released them on you.
That doesn't make me trust you more.
Okay, come here. Come inside. I have a plan.
Dorhan, don't
Yeah.
let him touch me. I'm staying away from him.
Very well.
Dorhan, I got a question. You said the tournament's happening at all times. It's always present. Do you see the tournament right now?
Of course not, Felix. Of course not.
Felix, I don't think he's stupid, man. Why are you being rude?
I'm not being rude. I mean, he suffered some pretty major injuries from the boat wreck. Maybe he
That were
suffered some
recovered when the
other
giant beam
injuries.
recovered him.
Well, maybe it only repairs physically and it doesn't repair,
I mean, you also had the same injuries, minus the leg thing. We all were in that shipwreck.
Okay, we're getting off track. I have an idea.
Why
Does
don't you
anyone
share
wanna
the
hear my
idea instead of just making me blindly follow you into scary places?
Okay, listen. I can go inside the bag. You put the bag in the chest. I teleport to where it goes. And we figure out some stuff.
So how do I get the bag back?
I put it inside myself and bring it back to you. Now, don't we have an ability to talk with one another? Is there not like a communication device we have?
No.
Can you?
I have a spell, but it only works so far.
Well, I don't think I'm going very far.
You're definitely going further than the range of that spell.
Can you get out of the bag on your own?
Oh yeah, and you can't. Once you're in there.
Am I?
Yeah, you can't get out yourself. Someone has to get you out. Unless you, like, I don't know, keep your arm out of the bag.
I mean, I could do that. Or I could have my friend, Filbert. He can be attached on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think that'll hold you.
What do you mean, hold me?
Well, if you put Filbert out... I don't know that Filbert has the intelligence to take you out of the bag.
Well, he can open the bag if I ask him to.
What
Yeah, but
is
that's
the
not-
point in what you're trying to achieve, Atlas?
Yeah,
Don't we have
what's the
a
plan
goal
after
to
that,
achieve
man?
already? What are you trying to do
We
here?
figure it out as we go.
But we can't... You'll be gone. We're not going with you.
Okay,
That's
everybody, just listen up for a second here, okay?
It was
We're doing science, okay? So why don't you just
Doesn't
listen to what
sound like-
Atlas has to say?
Science.
I've been very self-sufficient. I was the only one selected for my island. I feel I could handle this task.
But we
Figure
were
out
all...
where the-
Actually, no.
Wait a
Only
minute, you had
Jack and
3
I.
people with
Yeah,
you.
Jack and I were the only ones selected from our islands. You had people with you.
the only automaton selected from my island.
Okay.
Weren't you the only automaton on your island?
This is all very true and irrelevant to the point. Anyone else have a better idea?
Well, I'm not against your idea. I just wanted to make sure we had all the facts straight.
I'm against the idea. I don't want to lose my bag. And we don't even know that the bag will open enough to fit him.
Well, we can try it, and Felix, he says he can make a new bag, so if I perish, you'll have you can get a new bag.
Besides, Darius, you can't really make decisions right now. You've consumed
You're right, I
a
can't make
neurotoxin.
decisions. Yeah, I can't make decisions, so I can't give you this bag right now. Because that would be a decision. And I'm keeping the bag.
So as you guys are talking, Atlas, over Jack's shoulder, you can see Seraph proceeding back down the pathway towards the inn.
Oh.
Sarah!
And
Who's
Dorhan
that?
has positioned himself against the wall and kind of in disgust that you guys is wasting all this time.
I'm on your side, dude. Don't be mad at me. I don't want to be here. And he just wants to teleport himself into oblivion.
So she stops, just looks over in your direction.
I'm gonna
I
zoom
wave.
over to her.
I wave like Forrest Gump. I'm like,
She completely ignores your wave.
rude?
And
Fine,
she-
don't say hi. I don't like you either.
Sarah,
He gets down on one knee. You're still here. I really wish you hadn't stayed.
I mean, you only left us maybe an hour ago.
Exactly. You should get out as soon as you can.
Okay. Where did these chests teleport to?
To a special vault underneath the manor.
Jay, whoever's clicking, I think it's Jay.
It's not me.
No.
It's probably the music. There's like some stuff in the back.
No, someone's clicking the door. I can see it opening and closing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
It's definitely Luke.
I
can
think
see
maybe
those
it's a bug. Oh, Luke.
No, it's the clicking that's
Oh.
like.
You can see my hand on my camera. I am not clicking.
Is there any other way into the mansion?
Now well, if you want to go into the mansion, then you would have to go through the door that's over there. And she points down to the bottom of the path, and you can see this big door on the side of the wall of the mansion.
Have you ever been in the mansion?
I've been to, and then she drops her head a little bit. Part of the mansion that I never want to see again.
And you went through that door?
I don't know where I was brought in. I only knew where I woke up.
Have you ever seen anyone walk in through that door? Walk out?
Yes, of course. Any lords invited by Lord Vamora would enter, or anyone bringing sanguine into the manor, the door would open.
Okay, thank you.
Please heed my warnings. Please leave here when you can.
Okay, we'll do that. You too. Oh, I mean, sorry. Whenever that thing. Okay. Let me know if you need help.
Don't worry, I'll leave when it's my time to leave as well. And she gives you a wink. And then
She's so
starts
nice to
walking
them. She was
towards
so
the
mean.
inn.
Try to wink back, but I just like my eyes just like flash.
Your head just crocks to one side
Yeah.
and shakes.
I'll work on that. Thank you.
I head back over.
All right, perfect.
All right,
Okay,
well,
so there's a front door to the mansion, or we can go in through the chest. I
Listen.
vote chest through the bag. Anyone
I'm
else?
not. You're not getting my bag. And I
Okay.
think we should just go with Dorhan to wherever the tournament is. We can always come back and get the key. Auntie Jonas is working on it anyways. And we can't stay here overnight. It won't be good. And yeah.
Jack, can you run a roll of perception check, please?
$13.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure just leaning kind of down here, just against the wall where you guys come out of that room. Just leaning against the wall. Just leg up, cloak down, leaning against the wall.
Can you reping it?
It was here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I think Jack is just going to respond by realizing if this is the same figure and how quickly it moved from the place it was. He's just gonna snap his wrist out and shoot a crossbow bolt at it.
It wouldn't. Are you moving up? Because you wouldn't be able to reach from there. You're about 50 feet away.
What can't he do that with a ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Well, no, his grapple is 30 feet.
I'm shooting a crossbow bolt.
Oh,
at it.
you're shooting at him. My apologies. I thought you were shooting your grapple hook. My
No, I'm not
apologies.
trying to detain him. I'm trying to shoot him.
Okay, sure. Go roll for attack.
Uh, 23.
Okay, Doran seeing you yells over, Jack, what are you shooting at? And he starts running over.
Wait, don't go with that.
Roll for damage.
Reen is also, Jack is gonna go Reen in response for her to use her reaction.
Okay.
D8. So that'll be 8 points of piercing damage and 5 points of lightning damage. And Jack's gonna say, I see it again, as he makes his shot.
Okay, so as you shoot and he's leaning against there, you see the electrical arrow just flying straight into his shoulder. It embeds. You see the electricity sparking all over his shoulder. He doesn't move an inch. What are you shooting at, Jack? He runs. His Dorhan running over towards you now.
We're shooting.
I like swoop around.
Jack and Reen are gonna start walking towards it, and as Jack's walking towards it, he's gonna say, that figure I saw earlier.
Are they hostile? Why'd you attack them?
So as you all turn around, you now see this arrow that's embedded in the side of the wall of the kind of room or hut you guys come out of. There's an arrow embedded in it.
Do you
Dang.
still see him there, Jack?
Where is it? Did he get away?
I'm assuming I don't see it.
You see an arrow in the side of the wall.
Hmm. Shifty, quick man.
Where is it?
So I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
It's right where the bolt's at.
Dorhan's charging down between the sword drawn, charging down between the two buildings. Sorry, what did you say, Darius?
I'm casting See Invisibility.
Okay. Nothing's uncovered.
Okay.
Well,
That lasts for an hour, so.
Okay, good to know.
I saw something leaning against that building, and it was the same figure I saw in that shop over there. Jack's gonna turn to Reen and ask her, "Did you saw it too, right?"
Reen does not respond.
All right.
I don't see anything here.
I want to do like a scan of the area to see if there's any tracks, footprints,
Okay.
anything like that.
Investigation check. Actually, sorry, track. Well, yeah, do investigation first. Yeah.
Okay, 23 for investigation.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you can see the indent where it went into the wall. You see nothing around that indicates anybody, was hit or blood marks, splatters, anything like that. The ground down below, other than Dorhan's fresh prints from charging down there, you don't see any other markings or prints. There's actually grass kind of in that area, and you don't see any indentations there.
I don't detect any sort of markings of anyone walking through this area.
I don't see anyone invisible either. At this point, the adrenaline is making me a little more.
Coherent.
Yeah.
Just stay alert. It's the second time I've seen it, and I'm normally not one for seeing random things. The voices I heard in the mine were obvious. Not just me being weird or crazy, because you eventually all heard it. So, hopefully that's enough for you guys to believe me.
Whether I believe you or not, if this person didn't attack us, why are we attacking people?
I guess your island's different than mine, because from where I'm from, if you're being tailed out in the wilds, it's normally being stalked.
To be
We're in
fair,
a city.
Yeah, we're not really in the wild.
Would you say this is really a city?
Well, they're calling
Town.
one.
Well,
But there's a lot of people here who are victims of Vamoria. We're here to help them. This person probably just doesn't trust us yet. And certainly not going to now. You shot them.
well, I'm not going to not shoot them if they show up again.
I will say this, Felix. The feeling is mutual. I don't trust them either, whomever they may be. People who stalk behind us and then randomly disappear seldom are friends.
Well, they do say that the liars are the ones who always have the hardest time trusting other people.
I will say that Jack told me that this thing or person or whoever was behind him and had more than enough opportunity to attack from behind, and he didn't do so. So best be wary, but I don't know if it's somebody that is going to attack us.
We also
per
don't
se.
know how the automatons react to hostility. And that could be why he didn't attack him.
We can find out.
Nope.
Like flip my scalpel.
I think it's the best way.
Why do you just want to cut things?
Yeah, your program is shifting from helping people into like a serial killer, dude.
I know what you're talking about.
Did everybody else? I know I'm a little bit drunk. Everybody heard that, right?
Yeah, he's done it a few times now. There's something wrong with him. Well, actually, I don't know for sure that there is something wrong with him because apparently his creator also used to inflict injuries on people before helping them.
I mean, that doesn't mean there's not something wrong with him.
I'm just saying that maybe he created him to be that way. So, I mean, yes, there's something wrong with him, but also it's not really something in error. He was just made that way.
All systems are nominal.
Well, now it stands. Are we staying, or are we continuing further?
We can't stay here. It's not good to stay here.
We have to stay here. We can't leave these people.
We're not leaving them. But we can't stay here. We're no good to anybody if we're all dead.
Why do you think we're gonna die here? You don't even know what else is out there. It could be way more dangerous.
Have you seen how everyone reacts to this Lord Vamoria guy? They're all terrified of him. He wants, and I just poke my chest. He wants these, and he will do anything to get them, and he doesn't. And then he's going to use us for his freakish experiments after.
Well, he's obviously not very good at finding them because he made a shipwreck on this island and we haven't even seen him yet.
Yeah, well, according to the foreman, that was new. So maybe this was a new experiment he was trying that didn't go well, and now he's trying to find us. He knows someone is here. There aren't many people on this island.
And apparently he's in a mansion right up that
He's
road.
not far. It's not going to take him long to get here or send something after us.
Personally,
walking off.
I don't care what we do. Someone make a decision, and I will follow.
I'm with Dorhan, wherever he wants to go.
Well, I'm not leaving these people.
At this point, I'm willing to leave you. Sorry, dude.
I made a pact with Felix that he would lead, and I will go with Felix's decision. Felix, what do you want to do?
I think you need to have a bit of a stronger arm.
Do you want to test my strong arm?
Oh, I want to stay
Bit of
here and help these
proposition, big
people.
boy.
I want to wait for the key to be repaired and see what we can do with that.
They're not in danger. Any more danger than they were before we got here.
They're slaves.
Yes, and we can't do anything to fix that right now. And if we die tonight, we can't do anything to fix that ever. We go somewhere and be safe. We can continue to try and stop him.
I think holding up here is the safest thing that we can do. We can
He
go.
knows we're here.
So what? We go hole up in the building that we came up out of the hatch. I'll
Jonas
set
said that
traps
Lord
around. We
Memoria
can set
hasn't come
traps
to
and
the
alarms
city.
around the building.
What's that, Dorhan?
Didn't Jonas say that Lord Vamoria doesn't come down to the city?
She did, but he hasn't had a reason to. Those
Well, you're-
chests teleport things into his vault.
Well, you're welcome to go wander off on your own then. Or whoever else wants to go with you. But I promise to help these people. I'm not leaving.
Staying here isn't helping them.
It will once the key's repaired.
How do you know?
Well, it's the only lead we have.
So as you guys are discussing this, Atlas heading up there, were you going anywhere specifically you wanted to check?
Yeah, I'm heading towards the mansion.
Okay, so the north, the north part is the gate. That's where there's the high fence with a gate where you can see kind of two figures sitting outside it. The south is where it leads to the mansion.
Oh, south. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was heading south.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, so as you get a little bit closer to the mansion, it's a little bit of a walk. It doesn't immediately start there, but it doesn't take you too long to get there. And you come, basically it's like a huge wall. And when you're down below, you can hardly see where it stops, but it goes about 50 feet before you kind of see the top of the mansion, and just solid wall right across with just one opening, which seems to lead directly from where the city path was. And it's a huge door. Doesn't seem to have any locks, just two handles and some inscriptions around it, and a sort of a strange sphere in the top middle portion of it.
Okay. I want to I don't want to approach the door. I just want to get eyes on it. So I still want to be a little bit back. Do I see the that insignia anywhere that is on the collars?
No, you don't see a control color festival.
Okay.
You can roll investigation, get a little bit more of a better view.
Oh my god. 22.
Okay. So you can see the majority of it is decorative, but you can tell there's sort of runic symbols leading to the sphere in the top middle, and the sphere looks different than the rest of the construction. There's definitely something different about that than there is about everything else in the door.
Okay. Is the sphere a different color, or is it the same, made out of the same material? Does it look like?
So it is a different color. It's kind of it's got a reddish kind of almost clear, but kind of like red throughout it. It looks like perfectly spherical.
Okay, so clear with like a reddish middle to it,
Like almost like a tinge, like it almost like cloudy almost moving
Right.
throughout it.
Okay, I want to focus in on that. Do I see any movement inside it? Like, do I see any movement at all with the sphere?
How close do you want to get to the door?
Not that close. I
Okay.
want to send Filbert closer to the door, and I want to monitor the sphere from afar.
Okay. So how close is Filbert getting to the door?
But I want him just kind of, yeah, maybe right up to it, or maybe 5 feet away from it first.
Okay. So as Filbert gets close to the door, he gets about 10 feet away.
Mhm.
And roll a perception.
Basically, if any movement, I want to be able to whistle Filbert back. Perception. Where is it? Be 18.
18. Okay. So as Filbert gets within 10 feet, you see this kind of like cloud within this clear ball all gather together and shoot to the front of the ball. And so down, basically pointing down towards Filbert is now like almost like a red sheet within the ball. And it
Okay.
stays there for a few seconds. Is Filbert continuing forward or coming back or staying?
I'm gonna whistle him back.
Okay. So as it starts to walk away, that red film kind of spreads back into the sphere again.
Okay. And it's just the sphere. There's nothing else that I see that like stands out on the door other than the inscriptions in the sphere.
That's right. No other movement.
Okay. And no other access to the mansion that I can see from here.
No, the stone walls you see connecting to these high iron rod fences that kind of enclose the entire city.
Okay. I'm gonna head back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Filbert in my mouth, pat him on the head.
Okay. His little like body is like kind of shuddering. He was so scared. Now he's getting feeling a little bit safer now in his safe spot.
Okay.
All right.
Good work. Just
So
like we
it's-
practiced.
As you come back, you see everybody's kind of still chattering there. You see the cart that was there, the ruined tents. You can hear some tinkering away from Jonas and in the room there. So what is everybody else doing? Atlas is coming back from his excursion.
I think we were just discussing, right? So
Yeah.
So I'm with Felix. If Felix wishes to stay and help these people, I suggest we try to do it as quickly as possible.
Well, there's no quickly. We have to wait overnight.
Then let's do that.
all this is as good a place to hole up and set up the fences as any other. Better than being in the middle of the forest.
And they have an inn.
Why don't we go back down into the mine and stay there overnight and then come back up? We can close the locked door. And then we'll be safe down there at least. He won't be able to get down there. We're not leaving them. We're just going somewhere safe to stay.
I don't know if you have rations, but I don't have any. If there's an inn with food and drink,
I mean, there's
at
an inn
least
over
one to
there.
stop there. I'm not leaving you all unattended.
I don't want to leave the town. What if something happens to Jonas because she helped us?
Hi, everybody. I have returned. You clearly are all worried about me, but I am safe.
Welcome back,
Oh.
Atlas.
Gorha goes over
Great.
and pats you on the head.
So strong. So, I went over to the mansion. Would you like to hear what I discovered?
Yes, tell us.
Tough crowd. What are you guys talking about?
Apparently, we're sleeping here tonight.
Oh, great. Are we gonna stay in the inn? It's the only place I haven't been in yet, I think.
Well, some of us
Sounds
might be. Darius wants to wander off into the forest by himself.
Oh,
That is not what I said at all.
it would be much safer to go back into the mine if you're gonna do that.
Right? That's what I said.
Oh, no, I just said that.
No, I said it.
No,
You
but-
weren't here.
but I just returned. I am here. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
He's still drunk, isn't he?
I mean, I'm mildly, but I'm fine.
So are we going over to the inn?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alrighty.
All
Well,
right.
also, we can't go up to the mansion because it has a magical orb that seems to be tracking anything that approaches the gate.
Oh, good.
Just
So
so
you
you know.
activated that too. Even better.
That's good information.
No problem.
So we won't approach that in case it's some sort of weapon or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we want to go in there anyway. That seems like the place we wanted to avoid.
You want to help them, right? That's where we've got to go eventually.
Mm-hmm. We need to figure out how to unlock their colors and get more of that sanguini stuff.
Well, we need
And-
sanguine first, and then we can unlock their collars. We don't need to go in there.
But there's clearly
If
a lot of
we-
sanguine in there, no?
If we kill Vimoria, then the threat is gone.
Maybe his heroism doesn't go to that level from where he's from. Maybe he just likes to half complete things. Like just fix the problem at hand and not solve the ultimate problem.
Just Band-Aid fix it.
Yeah. I mean,
Does the elf girl need protected, or does she stay in the inn, or does she stay in that house?
I don't think she can leave the house.
I could stay with her overnight.
I think
heard
she would like
Felix
that
mention-
based on how she reacted with you.
I heard Felix mention traps, but I'll go see how much her room is for the night.
I will stay with whatever her name was.
Auntie Jonas.
Jonas.
Jonas. I will stay with Jonas overnight. And I will stay on stasis alert mode.
Jack is gonna go back inside and see
Oh wait,
how
I
much
guess
her
I should
room
buy.
is.
Yeah, I guess I should buy a room before I walk up to one.
Alright, good night, everybody. See you later. Bye, Atlas. Have a good night.
So yeah, as you're walking away, Dorhan's gonna stop you, pull you to the side, Atlas. As the rest are walking over
Oh.
to the inn,
Hi, Dorhan.
and he gets down on one knee.
Atlas, I'm not sure about you going off by yourself. Are you sure you'll be okay?
Oh, yes. And really, everyone doesn't need to get on one knee to talk to me. I'm very easy to hear from any level.
Well, where I'm from, it's a sign of respect. Any gnomes or anything I come across, if they're, a little bit shorter, I try to show my respects.
Oh. Okay, well, I appreciate that, but please, overuse of knees can lead to degradation early for you. And that's almost irreversible.
Yes, we don't want another issue with my leg, do we?
And just pat
No,
you
no.
on the head.
Be sure to keep an eye. I know she seems trustworthy, but again, I worry about any of us being alone. Make sure you keep an eye and come immediately if you see anything afoot. Okay?
I will do that. Absolutely.
Very well. Be safe, my friend.
Dorhan?
And I just kneel down on one knee and look up.
Yes,
You be safe too, friend.
I'll certainly try.
Now help me up. I'm quite heavy.
And he very easily with both hands just pops you right back up because he is so muscular.
Thank you. You're so strong.
It's true.
And he
Definitely.
just pulls out his bicep and gives you a little flex and then walks off.
Whoa! Can I scan that into my memory banks?
Maybe next time.
Okay.
Can I scan that for later?
Night night.
All right, so Dorhan heads into the inn with everybody else.
I just open the door.
Bye honey, I'm home.
And she turns around, just hearing your voice, immediately looks excited. Atlas, you come back. What can I do for you?
I'm just gonna stay here, and I'm gonna keep you safe.
Oh, that's so nice of you. I mean, I think I'm pretty safe. Lord Vermoria wouldn't let anything happen to me, and nobody else here really would hurt me or anything, and I'm quite helpful, so I'm good to have around. So I think I'll be pretty safe, but I really appreciate the company. It's been a long time since I had some company to stay with me. I mean, I see Sarah sometimes, I speak to her, but I don't know if she likes my company, but I think you'll like my company. I think we'll get on really well.
The scalpel blade slowly starts releasing from my hand, and I just I click it back in.
Everything okay? Do you need me to take a look at that for you?
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's just sometimes it comes out. So if you're gonna be safe in here, do you think that you could keep me safe if I enter my stasis mode?
I'm going to be working all night through this, so absolutely. If anything happens, I'll wake you out of stasis immediately.
Okay, perfect. Because in stasis, I will not be able to see or hear anything, so I will be completely vulnerable.
That sounds great.
Oh, not really, but if you're here to keep me safe, then I will enter stasis mode.
You can trust me, no problem at all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna be in this corner over here.
You know
I go
what?
to the one
Might make you
corner
feel even better. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I go to a corner where I can get a goal. Like I want to be able to see the whole room.
Yeah. So we can pop you over in the corner here. And
Yep.
she walks over. She's like, "This might make you feel even better." And she comes over and she has this key that she puts in the shoddy, rickety wooden door and turns the lock and locks it. There we go. We're nice and safe now.
Wonderful. That definitely makes me feel much better.
And then she turns around and starts going back to work on her key.
Okay.
Um,
I'm entering stasis mode.
No.
All right. So as everybody else enters the inn, you see, yeah, I think everybody's pretty much seen her now. But yeah, Seraph is in there. She's just sitting down at one of the tables, which would be over here, just with a mug. Barkeep is there, as I think Jack was in there first. So Barkeep, stands up.
Welcome to the inn. Mine of a Mori and a servant.
Minor.
Do you like food, bed, or making a deposit?
Bed.
Would you like a bunk or a room?
A room.
5 gold pieces.
Excellent. And he is going to hand him 5 gold pieces.
Very well. Please put your hand in the key box. And he lifts up this little box and places it on the counter. And there's a slot. Basically, there's like, I'll show you. There's it's a strange looking box with a slot at the top and some runes around it. And there's a slot at the top where he's holding each side of the box and gesturing you to put your hand in.
And he'll stick his hand in.
Okay. You'll see a little flicker of light. And as you pull your hand back out, you see what almost looks like what would be a ring, but it's like a tattoo of runes around your finger. Very well. Enjoy your stay. And then he sits back down.
All right. Up the stairs, I assume.
And he doesn't reply.
Excellent. And Jack and Irene are going to head up the stairs, and hopefully he can find their room.
Okay, so you head upstairs. So Felix and Darius.
I will also get a room.
Okay. So same process. Innkeeper stands up.
Mine of a Mori and a servant.
Fomorian,
Food, supplies, a deposit.
can I get a room?
Amorian, food, supplies, or deposit.
Minor,
Food, bed, or deposit.
bed,
Would you like a bunk or a room?
a room, please.
5 gold.
And I hand him 5 gold.
Okay, takes the 5 gold, puts it in his little pouch, and puts the box on. Hand in the key box, please. Puts
my
the
hand
box
in.
on the table. Okay, You hold to either side, you see a flicker of light, little band, runes look like a tattoo. Enjoy your stay. Sits back down.
Thank you. And I make my way upstairs.
Okay. Felix.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna head back out to Jonas's building.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk up to the door. I'm gonna cast alarm
Okay.
on the door. So I will designate our party as well as people like Jonas, Thoron, and Seraph not to set it off. But if anybody else touches or goes through this door, it's going to set the alarm off.
Yep. Perfect.
And then I'll go back to the inn, and I will also use another spell slot to cast alarm on the door to the inn. And same thing, designate the same people to not set it off. Lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I will go up to the innkeeper.
Okay. Welcome, minor Vamorian servant.
Vamorian.
Like food, supplies, or deposit.
Supplies.
I'm sorry, supplies are empty right now.
Oh. Okay. Food.
We have some delicious dried alligator. 1 gold.
All right. I hand him 1 gold.
Okay. He takes the 1 gold. You see him wheel over on his 2 wheels to the chest under the stairs. Touches the sides, opens, puts it in. Another flicker of light. He pulls out this chunk of meat on a plate, brings it over, sits it down in front of you. Please enjoy.
All right. Well, I'll eat that.
Okay.
And then I'll try and get him to innkeeper.
Yes, minor Vamorian or servant.
Minor.
Food, bed, or make any deposit.
A bed.
A bunk or a room.
A room.
5 gold.
All right. Give him 5 gold.
Okay, so he puts the box up on the table again with the hand slot in the top of it. Puts his hands on either side. He gestures for you to put your hand in.
Yep. And
Okay.
I go.
Same thing as you see with the other ones. Flash a light. Give this band around your finger. Puts the box away. Enjoy your stay.
All right. Well, finish eating, and I'll, along with Gunnar, head upstairs.
Okay. So as you all get upstairs, Felix, the last of you, while you kind of guys are mingling up, you enter a room that is almost completely empty. It's the same length as the inn from downstairs, but as you look up, the building goes extremely high. And you see this metal ceiling inside that goes straight across. And as you reach the top of the stairs, there's a pedestal with what looks exactly like the same box that was downstairs sitting there. And Jack, you would be up first.
I slide my finger in it.
Okay, you see a flicker of light. And then you see the metal at the far end start to shift forward, and you hear all these mechanics, cogs turning, kind of metal grinding. It slides forwards, and you see this metal start to unfold. Metal and wood starts to unfold, and you're cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And it forms a complete room at the end with the door.
And I'll reach for the door and open it.
Yeah, so you head down. As you reach for the door handle, you see that the little kind of tattoo on your finger glows. The handle opens, and you walk in. So as you go in, you see there's a bed, completely made. You see like 2 rails coming up from the bed. You see a window When you came up here previously, there were no windows. It was all walls. You see a window, and underneath it just says in common, day or night. And right now you see a sun. It's kind of lighting up the room. You see a nice kind of like green pastures and some trees in the distance. And there's a dresser on the one side. Looks very comfortable in here. Okay, so while he's inspecting that, you guys, next up would be, come up, I think it was Darius next?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I will put my hand in the box.
Okay, you see exactly the same thing. This metal panel opens up, you hear cogs and turning, you see this wood and metal sheet start to unrail itself down, and it builds a complete room with a door in the front.
So open the door.
Yeah.
Well, first, I want to try and open it without the hand, without the thing on it.
Okay, it doesn't unlock, it doesn't open.
Oh, then I use the other hand.
Okay, so it opens, you go in, say you see the same thing as I just described.
I just want to switch the thing to night. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, so as soon as you say the word night, you see this image change now into moonlight. Very, very soft, dark, just casting in over the bed.
I just lay down and I basically pass out. My body is exhausted.
Perfect. And Felix, you're at the top of the stairs. You see these two rooms now being kind of there with the two doors, the box there with the slot.
Yeah. Do the same thing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you see the same thing happen. Door comes down. The whole wall builds itself. So you now see there's actually room for about 3 more rooms on the one side. The way this is constructed, everything's been so compacted. You could tell from your engineering standpoint, if there was like just bunks required, you could fill easily 100 people within this room if needed.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go up and go in,
Yeah.
following
Yep.
suit. Okay, perfect. All right. So as you all settle down for the night, Jack, if you sleeping during the daytime, or are you gonna switch yourself over to night?
I'll switch myself over tonight.
Okay. So as you say night, you see the image change in the window. Atlas, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I don't know, before you go too far, just to be clear, I'm activating my alert sentinel mode. So I actually want to watch what she's doing for the entirety of the night. And I want to basically almost like study what she's doing so I can recreate it if I need to.
Okay. Yeah, no problem at all. Sounds good. So as night starts to take, you all start to drift off, and Jack, as you're starting to fall asleep, you hear a slight scratching noise.
From my door.
From inside the room. Now that it's kind of dark, you hear it from the corner of the room, the back corner beside where the window is. And you look up and you see that Rena's gone, and this cloaked figure is standing there, and he pulls it down, and you now see it's a dragonborn, and he just walks over to you. It's like, in Draconic, it's time we spoke. And then we'll leave it there.
Oh man.
That was
It's
rude.
Reen. It's Reen.
It is Reen. Grown up Reen.
That's why Reen said. That's why Reen didn't answer you when you asked if she could see that.
I guess. Yeah, she knew.
All right.
I gotta write down my words of what I'm gonna say to this guy when I get to a chance to speak to him.
Yeah, I want it in fluent Draconic, like no English at all.
Yeah.
You got research to do.
Yeah. There you
Straight
go.
up.
All right.
Well,
awesome,
so do you
guys.
though, because if he says it in Draconic, you're gonna have to know what he says.
Maybe he's just assuming he just knows that one little phrase in Draconic.
Yeah.
The rest he only speaks Orcish. That's it.
All right, I wrote down what my response is gonna be.
Awesome. All right. Okay. Thanks, guys. It was a little bit later, but hopefully we can get all together next week, and we'll see you all then.
Hey,
All right.
DMing.
Later.
Good
Bye-bye.
game. I'll see you guys.
GG.
All right.
Take her easy. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Those of you that watched, I very much appreciate the support. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. EST, for the next episode. Enjoy the rest.